Wanderers, welcome to episode 206. Before we get into the old meat and potatoes, as we like to say around the fire, take a moment to make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, we'd appreciate you going over, subscribing. It helps us out a lot. If you don't follow us on one of our social media accounts, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, MySpace, I don't know if there's any other ones.
OnlyFans.
We don't have an OnlyFans.
Not yet.
No, oh boy. Going off the rails early. Go ahead and check us out over there. Subscribe, like, share. We've been putting out a lot of great stuff. Today's episode is brought to you by Krieg Insurance of Huntingburg. Matt Krieg is bound and determined to find you the right coverage. Some would say that Matt doesn't stop until he finds you the right coverage. Hey, Smoke, you want to know something?
Yeah.
They did an x-ray of old Matty's chest one time. You want to know what they found?
What?
They found that dog in him. Hunting dog, to be exact. Because we all know that hunting dogs don't quit, and neither does Matt. Matt will save you time and effort by researching plans from nationally and locally recognized companies. Matt is focused on life insurance, health insurance, Medicare supplement and Part D plans, and major medical and voluntary benefits. We all have questions about life insurance, health insurance, or hell, for our older listeners, Medicare and Part D plans. They're all complicated and they can be confusing. Don't go at it alone. Call Matt today and let him and the team at Krieg Insurance make sure you and your loved ones are covered today.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from a very toasty Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah, yeah. The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah.
Here we go. Episode 6 into season 2.
Oh, my.
Today's date is November 29th. When you listen to this episode, it'll air on December 8th.
Wow.
17 days away from when the jolly fella himself. What
2 days prior to what?
Your birthday.
Yeah, I can't believe you had it.
Hey,
can't believe it.
Our buddy's going to turn 37. How do you feel about that?
Getting old.
Not as old as Dave.
All stoved up already here once.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Been a hard winter so far.
Yeah.
So, hey, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We have really amassed ourselves a lot of new followers. A lot of our old fan favorites have hung around and listened religiously.
We love to see the Wanderer Nation grow.
It has been great, but we don't want our wanderers to think that we haven't lost our roots. If you
Our what?
Our roots?
Roots. I had some of that cattleman's
Oh, roots.
roots.
Gotcha.
Oh, boy.
Our roots.
If you haven't watched 205, that baby was a banger. Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
They
And
were
it
hard
kinda-
to keep in control without the quiet please sign.
Yeah.
Well, it got a little out of
We
hand.
need to get a red. We need to get a red light bulb.
Well, and I've thought about that, but I don't want anybody to think I'm turning tricks in here.
Oh, is that another sign for that?
Well, you know,
Red
turn
light
out your
district?
red light.
Oh.
Roxanne, why don't you turn
Turn on
out
the
your
red light. Yep.
Well, Dave, if anybody's up here thinking you're turning tricks in Smoker's Lounge,
God, sign me up.
oh shoot!
How's your week, big fella?
Well, I usually go last on
Yeah,
this.
I know.
Don't
I don't know.
Yeah.
You threw me for a
Yeah.
loop there.
It's okay.
Hey,
206.
big fella.
It's a new episode.
Oh, you want me to go first?
No,
I'll
you-
go first.
go ahead.
No,
You
I
do
will.
it.
I'll go
Do it.
first.
Do it.
Not too much. Great Thanksgiving holiday. We had a blast doing the episode in front of the live studio audience. Thanksgiving Day was great. I woke up to a little bit of a situation.
Oh God! On Thanksgiving
hangover.
Day.
Thanksgiving Day, not a hangover.
Oh,
I
boy,
drank
I
it.
would.
I drank enough Mickey Ultras that it didn't affect me.
Nice.
Just took some coffee and some Advil and a hot shower.
Wow.
Call that a hangover.
My lovely bride
Yeah.
woke me up
Oh God.
and she said, "Hey, is our water heater supposed to be making this funny sound?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, the water heater, hot water heater's kind of got some water coming out of it. And it kind of sounds like it's running in there.
Hissing.
And I said, well, Janelle, our hot water heater's gone out. Shut that bad boy off. So we did. We had water everywhere.
Oh, no.
So
Did the bottom blow out, Russ?
yeah. 7+ years.
Shoot.
Ain't that something?
They only warranty on them is like 6.
Ain't that something?
They don't make things like they used to.
Wow.
So anyways, so that was a great thing to wake up to Thanksgiving morning because you're like, well, do you just mess with it now or you just shut everything down?
Nothing makes me want to eat turkey more
Yeah.
than changing a hot water heater.
Yeah. So we shut it down, and the way our house was plumbed, we couldn't even have cold water.
Oh, good.
Because there was no cutoff between cold water in and the
Good
hot
deal.
water
Yeah, no water.
furnace. So we just shut it all down. Luckily, Papa Frank doesn't live far away. I was able to take a nice shower.
There you go.
And he and my brother, he had PT working on that new bionic knee. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't believe how high he's jumping now.
Good.
That new knee.
He had PT on Thanksgiving Day.
Friday.
Oh.
They went Friday.
Okay, I was going to say, God bless, no breaks, huh?
Picked up a hot water heater, and he, my older brother, and myself, we got that baby plumbed in by the time the bride came home on Friday from work, and hot water back in the house.
Gas or electric?
Gas.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a debate. Mm-hmm. There was a little bit of a debate, Mike, because my dad was like, well, why don't you just get an electric one?
Yeah.
And I said, well, Dad, if the power goes out, we don't have any hot water.
Solar panels.
That was my logic. And he goes, well, that seems kind of silly. You're going to take a hot shower when the power's out? And I don't know if it was my older brother or me was like, well, Dad, what's yours? Oh, it's gas. So we went with that. We did look at tankless, and we thought about it, but because Janelle and I on our horizon have a remodel planned when all this podcast money comes in, we thought maybe just go.
It'll only be a matter of time.
We thought maybe just go with what we know, and then when they got back, they're like, "Hey, this was pretty close in price to the old tankless ones," and I was like, "Yeah, but we don't know what it like." The point of it was getting it out quick, getting it in quick, and when I busted the bottom out of it and the rest of the way and drained it,
Getting
the
it
old
out,
rust water.
getting it out quick, getting it in quick, and then I busted the bottom out.
Well, the old one.
Oh, the heater there.
So we had a good holiday. Everybody's doing well. Dad's knee replacement's doing well.
Great.
Thanks for all the T's and P's out in Wonderland. So he's doing real good.
Okay. Smoke, what do you got?
Well, I've been waking up early all week.
Yeah.
3:15 in the morning.
Yeah, your texts are unreal.
Your
Like,
your AHI is unheard of.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's never been that high since I've had it. Now, I didn't check the last 2 days, but I'm wondering if that's not why I've been waking up so early.
Oh, of course it is.
well,
like
how's
maybe
your
my-
seal?
It says everything's a good fit and happy, and I don't hear or feel any leaks. But my AHI was almost half of what it was before CPAP.
That's insane.
It was over 18, knocking on 19. So I don't know. Anyway, so it's just
you know what
been,
mine is? I told him. Did you see what I texted him? This
I
morning?
did. I'm trying to look up mine.
Mine's 0.4.
Mine's normally 2 to 5
Wow.
with the CPAP. It was.
They need to turn your pressure up.
Yeah.
I think.
I've not been back for a second checkup
That's
Whoa.
probably
How
an
long have you
issue.
had this though?
since February.
Yeah, you should have had like a 6-month checkup.
Oh no, I did have a 6-month checkup, and they wanted to do an oxygen test, and I dipped out. I was like, no, because that guy every time you see him is like $300.
Your insurance doesn't pay for it?
No, apparently, they pay for whatever else.
Who?
My
Which
bill-
guy?
I don't know. The NP that does the
Yeah. Over here at Jasper?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I see. He ordered me a pulse ox test too.
yeah. So I didn't do it, 'cause,
And that
like,
was fine, of course.
just going in there. It's like $300.
Out of pocket?
Yeah.
God, your insurance blows.
Terrible.
Yeah, well.
So my highest event per hour was 0.5.
Mine averages between 2 and 5, but when I checked this morning, for
Yeah,
whatever
you need
reason,
your
it was
pressures
18.
checked, man.
I've got it up to 14. I think that's as high as it goes.
Do you have it ramp?
No, I just turned it on full bore.
Yeah, give it to me all at once, baby.
I love it.
Just shoot it in there and be done.
So I'm at 14. As soon as it turns on, it's pumping 14 whatever units of measure, and I don't know that it goes higher than that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think it does.
Are you have they ever mentioned a BiPAP?
No.
Okay, good, because that would suck. Because it actually like sucks the air out for you too.
Oh, boy.
It's not good.
He mentioned this thing they're like implanting an electrode in your tongue.
Gastric bypass.
No.
Oh.
This is like a device, but
That's for TikTok
Yeah,
user 66789.
well, I might need that too because I'm too fat to get the. They put a little shocker under your tongue, so every time you go to breathe in, it hits the nerves on your tongue and makes it like
what?
flatten out. I feel like that's some dirty
That's
old
wild.
bastard somewhere. It's like,
with a hot shot. Yeah. Some weirdo, big as a bus, sitting in a room like just with a whole control panel full of tongue shockers.
But anyway, so I've got this cold. I've had a headache. I've never busted a blood vessel in my eye before, but I think I did. Coughing.
I used to.
I got an earache and this side of my nose, all on this side of my head, it's been bleeding. So I'm just having a hell of a go at it.
You're all right.
Yeah,
It's
you'll be okay.
A little bit of a cold snap.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah. It's going to be 55 tomorrow.
Unreal. It's 58, actually.
It's like 78 in here.
Yeah, no, it's 88 in here.
It's not that warm.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I can't see that far.
What's it say, couch guys?
Yeah, he's got to stand
It's
up.
not
The batteries are dead.
Are you done?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Hey, what about you, bud?
I went last today for some reason, but it's Wednesday, so that means we're halfway through the week. It's hump day today. Thanksgiving was good. Wednesday was, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Show was great. I overindulged. I felt like ball sack.
I told you what happened. You
I
got
got
into
it.
vodka.
Yeah.
I looked over and you're drinking vodka. I go, what are you doing, pal?
I felt like dog shit most of the day.
I felt
Thursday.
pretty good when I woke up.
Well, you say you don't get hungover
Yeah,
anymore.
that's awesome.
Yeah. But anyway, cruising into the weekend. The warden had to work Friday.
Was that the night we played some cards?
No, that was Saturday.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
Well, shut up. We didn't start till 9:30. I'm lying. It was like 6:15. I don't know what
It's
time it
okay.
was. Yeah.
It's okay,
You
guys.
wouldn't have came
Six.
anyway.
No, I would have.
No, you wouldn't have. Then we would have had it on number. You weren't invited. That's it. Sorry.
Wow. It's great having a podcast with you guys.
But other than that, Saturday, deer hunting's been tough.
Not for Wyatt Smoker.
I know. Did he kill some more?
No.
Oh. I was going to say, I haven't been able to harvest anything.
Can I share a quick story from the field?
My kids have been trying to... my kids have been on the trigger. And let's just say we've had opportunities, but the according to the astrological astronomer's guide, the planets,
Weren't in alignment.
they weren't in...
This
yeah.
weekend will be good.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Just trying to be
What's
positive.
your story?
So that windy day we were talking about on
yeah,
Sunday.
yeah. Casey and I were both out there roughing the elements.
Yeah. And I finally closed up the one westward facing, like where I was facing.
We were facing straight west.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that
And it was
shit was
just-
coming right in our gullet.
Yeah. And I was like, all right. So then I decided, I was like, I'm going to walk out early, got to cook dinner tonight. Haven't seen anything, but stayed on the ready as we were walking
Oh,
out.
of course, you do, yes.
And so as I'm walking up, I start to crest the hill. And over to my left, I look and I see two does. And I was like, oh, good size, but there's a house a little bit. Responsible hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case I miss, I don't want to send a something downrange
Yeah.
that could affect.
Bad idea.
Yes. So then I kind of was looking, and then I kind of turned right, and I was like, holy shit. That's a big deer.
Oh, yeah?
Big old buck.
Really?
He's standing there looking at me. I'm standing there looking at him.
Oh, the old
And I
Mexican
was-
stare off.
And I was like, okay. He's standing about right in front of where my truck's parked.
Sacrifice.
So I dropped to a knee to get ready.
Oh, you wasted that much time?
Yes,
No
because I wanted to
way!
stay steady.
Oh.
I had seen Corey with his back leg shaking like a leaf in a tree. I wanted to be steady.
Did you have that, though?
Yeah, I was ready.
No, I mean, like, did you have that effect? Like, were you shaking?
Cold-blooded killer.
I know, man.
And so
It's over for me, too.
So
It's
I
wild.
was sitting there and I was waiting for it, And I saw, so he started to move a little bit to the right. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I got a backdrop because it kind of goes down and then up.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling up, got sights, and then he just takes off. And then,
That's when you just start pulling the trigger as fast as you can.
well, there's some things there.
Oh, you got a bolt gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
First timer.
I didn't.
You'll get
and
over
so then I called Corey. I'm standing there and I was like, he just took off. Corey goes, well, did you whistle at it? I go, no, I didn't think to whistle at the son of a bitch.
Hey.
Anything he goes, anything to get him to stop. And I was like, yeah, but once he already moved, he was back in front of my truck. I was like, would you have pulled the trigger? He goes, probably not. So
If it was your truck or my truck, if it was your truck, I'd have pulled the trigger.
I know. Dave, I would assume so. You played cards with that.
That's awesome, though.
So-
But that encounter there is something that you can remember. That's almost as good as a success, but you can't eat memories.
and
But
I
that's
would
okay.
And I would have really felt bad because like Corey has taken me back out to the woods.
That's
and,
wrong. You don't.
And I would have
don't
felt
feel
bad.
about
well,
it.
because
No,
he's
hell
chasing a big buck,
I'll piss on him.
and I could
He
have.
wasn't in the right place at the right time. You were.
That's true.
Sorry, Corey.
That's true.
This is how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But
Speaking
other
of eating memories, how's about that summer sausage I made, I think, turned out all right for being on the smoker for 15 hours.
it was good.
oh, you guys
I-
had it Saturday when you played cards without me.
No,
Oh, cool.
he gave me some because I helped him do it.
Cool. Cool.
But
hey, couch guy, you want to just go ahead? I mean, obviously, I don't matter. Yeah, we can. We'll just get the camera back over there.
But anyway, yeah, the weekend deer hunting's been tough. Bought a new blind, got it set up, went bowling, had a good time with that, and now here we are. Time to let it
Podcasting.
rip. Let's do it.
Dive in.
Hour one is brought to you by Bob's Liquors of Holland. Listen, are you struggling with giving a gift to that special someone in your life that is over the age of 21? Well, good news. Bourbon, beer, and other spirits make wonderful gifts. That's right. Stop in and see what they have to offer. Have a question or in search of something? Their manager Josh is spot on with whatever you may need. Bob's also wants to be your official provider of beer, liquor, and wine for your holiday party. Open 7 days a week in hours that are convenient for everyone. Stop in and take care of your Christmas list needs today. Bob's Liquors and the Wondering Dutchmen want to remind everyone this holiday season to be safe, designate a driver, and partake responsibly.
All right. Big thank you to our friends at Bob's Liquors.
Yep.
They are great.
Back at us again.
Probably one of the great additions to the town of Holland.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, I mean,
I think second to me, yeah.
Well, you don't live in Holland, actually. You have a Huntingburg address.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to,
Split hairs.
yeah. F- you and your card game. Hey, what you got, Big Mace?
so as you all know, that people that are local to here, we have experienced what would call a late November cold snap. Opening morning of shotgun season, November the 18th. It wasn't bad. That was like, God, it was.
30,
Was it?
33.
It was probably a little warmer than that. Not sure.
It's chilly, but not bad.
Yeah. But then, like the last week, I guess, last weekend, it was pretty stiff. That morning there. Yeah. I think we had some lows that dipped down into the 20s, the mid to high 20s. This week, Monday and Tuesday morning, were cold as balls. Like 21, 22, 27 with a little bit of a wind chill factor there. I think the real feel on Tuesday morning was right around 15, 18, somewhere like that. And I don't like it. Like I do like it. But my topic says, guys, I'm struggling with the cold for some reason. Am I getting soft? Is what I asked.
TikTok user 6978 would say you've been soft.
I am soft.
Well,
yeah.
I'm just going to throw some things out here in your life where you've become soft.
Yeah.
One, bidet.
No.
Shut up.
Yes.
What? That's not
Soft.
soft. That's daggone.
If you're not taking a good thing of Charmin and going to work, you've become soft.
I bet you that somewhere out in the world
Go
there
ahead.
are some rootin', tootin', shootin' frogmen, Navy SEALs, that are blasting the shit off of their turd cutters with pressurized water. I guarantee you.
Yeah, because they're jumping in the water from like a boat
No,
rescue.
no. I'm talking about on a toilet-mounted bidet, like a fecal matter
I
removal
don't believe
system.
it.
I believe it.
They don't.
I do.
They don't have
Really
indoor
just,
plumbing.
It's just refined.
Who? Navy SEALs?
Yeah, they live out in the wild.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Tough
You're
guys.
on drugs.
No, I'm not.
But anyway, I don't know. I just think that it is cold. And I was actually having this conversation with my buddy Matt Noblet, and he was saying the same thing. So it's not only me. Like, we're just...
Well, I typically park. We got a main parking lot, and then there's this other like auxiliary parking lot that's quite a bit farther away. And I'll park out there just so other folks have the shorter walk in. But Tuesday, I whipped around to that far out parking lot, and I opened the door, and I closed the door, and I drove. And since I was there so damn early, I parked right next to the door. Because my fat ass wasn't walking in that 19-degree feeling weather
Yeah,
all the way to the building.
I know. It's weird. I used to love it. I used to eat it up. Like, didn't bother me a bit. But for some reason, this year I'm just... and maybe it's because it was such a hard transition.
Your
Like,
skin's getting thinner because you're old. Next
Well-
thing you know, you'll be cutting it on, like
All your blood thinners,
stiff
you're gonna be
bark.
worried you bump into something. Next thing you know, you got a bruise.
bleeding like a stuck pig. I think it's probably we didn't really have much of a transition though, did we? Like, didn't it just become
Well,
like?
I think we had a very nice, like, long extended fall where it was pretty chilly around Thanksgiving or Halloween time because we brought the heater out for a couple
it
episodes.
was. Yes.
Because it was that kind of late October cold snap.
Yeah.
And then we got warm again.
Yeah.
We really had a nice kind of late extended fall. And now the shoes kind of drop. But hell, we're going to be
Yeah, it's gonna be 58 tomorrow.
and
I
next
think it-
weekend's going to be up in the 50s again.
Yeah.
still
you
going to
can
get in
trust
the
the
lows
forecast.
into the night, though. Like, we're still going to have lows
Yeah.
below freezing.
Right.
But nice during the day.
I'm hoping to maybe be able to get that CGI chimney in when it's warm out.
Yeah. But then
fake
they're
chimney.
like the next week, like my birthday week, right around there. I was looking at the extended forecast. They're calling for rain like 9 days in a row.
Hey, what are we going to do for your birthday? Or is it just you and Dave only?
I'm just gonna. Haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I'll probably just
Can't
wake
wait.
up.
Can't wait to hear about it.
I'll probably just wake up and be another year older.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point do you, well, this could be a topic for another day, but just feel like at what point do you like just stop celebrating?
I think you celebrate the decades.
Oh,
So this year, I'm hoping to have a good one. Like last year,
yeah,
well,
because you're turning
39,
40.
39, we had a
Oh,
shindig
you are
out
going to
here.
be 40.
Yeah, I just learned that's over the hill. I thought over the hill was 50.
I think it is 50. 40 is like the new 30.
Yeah,
And I only say that because we're
we
getting
ate
closer
cake
to
this year.
Yeah. That's what
At
Jenna.
the-
Now Jenna always do that. She'll always. She's a good guy.
When did we have cake?
She brought it to the.
We ate
Oh,
at the
yeah,
damn
we did-
barbecue fest.
Oh, we did
Pump
do
the brakes,
something like a
Papa. You
team.
got to be in on that the one time.
one time.
But
What do you, hey, let's go to Vegas for your 40th. I haven't been in a while.
no, we're gonna
I've
have a party
never
here.
been.
I don't want to go.
Jenna doesn't want to go.
No.
Well, we're not going to take the ladies.
Do you want to go?
Oh, my lady's coming with me on my birthday. Yeah, I've wanted to go to Vegas for a long time.
Really?
So here's what I'll say.
I'm not a big gambling man.
I've been to Vegas with some experienced Vegas pros. Shout out Phil Colley and the boys. Those guys know Vegas.
Phil Colley's a big Vegas guy.
Oh, yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Big Vegas guy. I've been on my 3 trips to Vegas. Phil Colley's been a part of all 3. But he knows his way around the strip. He knows some great spots to go, knows where to gamble, good sports books, knows where to eat. Like, go with somebody that's been before.
Speaking of sports book, you know, I heard about a kid that was local to this area that shall remain nameless, and like his actual nailed down geographical location will be nameless. It was like 238K in one day. On like, he hit like a 7-leg parlay. A couple,
Really?
Yeah, a couple different ones. But like, I guess from what I gather, like this is a thing that he does.
Just
Yeah.
puts together wild ass parlays.
Yeah, 238K in
Well,
one.
depending
one
on
day.
where he was at, if he throws 100 bones on it.
That's
and
what
it's
it was. Yeah, $100, and it paid out. Like I think the biggest one, it paid out like 140 in one shot.
Yeah,
That's
not bad.
nuts.
But
Good day.
Vegas,
It was like on stupid ass. I think it was NBA shit too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You can put some creative stuff together. I just I think the cold for me and Dave's a white collar worker as well. Well, shade light blue,
Yeah.
blue, white. I like to get into it on the weekends because during the week it's just inside and out. Mm-hmm. But that time I just not in it enough to really care. But
I'm outside for 40 hours a week,
yeah,
and it doesn't really bother me.
no,
I get used to it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get at. I think. Like as far as this week,
you just haven't acclimated. 'cause
Yeah,
it's the
like I
first
haven't
shot
got
to
there
the
yet.
system.
but it's deeper than
It's the age thing.
It's
You talk
deeper.
to anybody.
Yes.
We got a lot of young whippersnappers that listen to this show. When we talk about
Oh,
this
just wait,
stuff,
suckers.
one day
Yeah.
it'll happen to
That's
you.
our friend, great big friend of the show, Josh Shirley said, "Just wait till you turn 40, bastard. Like it's gonna happen." No, nothing. Don't get hold.
Dave, we hope you do a good job.
Dave's feet are getting cold as we speak.
Yeah.
But
My fingers are looking older.
yeah,
I notice when I drive, they're wrinkly and my knuckles get cold.
my knuckles are shot. Like
We'll get you some
this
grinding
here.
gloves,
Like you could
Papa.
probably grind off a fresh weld with that thing. There.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty rough.
Yeah.
But space heater in the room, like one of those infrared Rural King units.
How is your heat in your house during the wintertime?
Not bad. The
Okay.
living room and everything is hot, but then as you transfer over to the house, to the part of the house with no central air, we supplement with little
Because I wonder if sometimes that bothers you a little bit that it's chilly in the house.
I mean, we got the thermostat in the living room set at 67, 68, 66, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And then in the bedroom, it's set at we have thermostats on those little heaters, and they're usually right around 68, something like that. Justine bitches if it gets over 70 because then it gets too hot. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
I absolutely could not fathom the idea of sleeping with a pair of socks on, with more than one blanket on, with the ceiling fan off, but within the last 3-4 years, I'm socked up.
Really?
I am blanketed up with that heater, and the heater sits on the dresser on my side of the room, and it blows right on me, and I love it. I don't know why.
I hate to be uncomfortably hot.
But it's not no, it's
I've been thinking about
It's
getting one of those
cozy.
AC units that goes under the
Cozy.
covers.
He said cozy.
do what now?
You know, little AC units that goes under the covers over the mattress.
Never heard of it. This is crazy, David.
Well, 'cause Jen and I sleep with
blow
our own,
my mind.
We sleep with our own comforters, so I could cool mine.
Well, she probably.
Comforters?
Yeah, we don't. Do you use sheets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a sheet guy.
You mean a top sheet?
Yeah, there's a fitted sheet
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the bed.
Yes.
Yeah, we
and
didn't
then
think
I
you were a
have my
complete
own
heathen.
comforter. And
Yeah.
that's-
You don't tuck the top sheet for a double layer?
Oh, I
kick off.
I
We do.
love hopping into that flannel sheets.
Oh God.
Flannel sheets.
You not a flannel sheet guy?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say we sleep flannel all the time.
All in the summer?
Oh yeah. Well,
Get out of here.
An old wise man once told me what keeps you warm in the winter will keep you cool in the summer. You get in there
A
when
fire?
the AC's been rolling. Fire's a different thing there, Dave. Which after seeing your topic too, maybe we need to have a talk. But yeah, we go flannel in the summertime.
That's fine.
I can't sleep on anything else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Only flannel touches this tuckus.
Maybe that's why he was trying to pull guns there up in Indy.
Shit.
No flannel. No
Wild
flannel.
deal. But yeah, I don't know. It just something that I was thinking about the other day. Like Casey was talking about them brutal elements the other day. When I say brutal, it was probably only mid 40s.
It's pretty. No, I think it was closer than that.
No, it was definitely 43.
That wind,
44.
That wind had a bite.
But the wind was probably gusting around 15, probably sustained about 7 or 8. Straight out of the west. It was wet. Like it had just got done raining all
wet,
day.
cold.
And it was that dampness. And of course, we walk from the house. We hunted up in the new spot. And we walked from the house. So we had probably a good 7-8 mile walk to get there. I was going to say minutes, but it came out miles. It was probably about a 10-minute walk, trying to go slow because we're hunting in the evening. We're not sprinting or anything. Uphill, sweating, basically, is what I'm trying to get at because I'm wearing 47 layers now. And, man, I froze my bag off. Like, it was cold as shit when I got back home. But I don't know. I know it. I mean, people would say, God, you should be able to handle a cold, you fat bastard. Look at all that insulation you got on you. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
it's like TikTok users 6, 7, 8, 9ers in the room.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting soft or what it is, but
Couch guy.
yeah. But yeah, my hands don't usually bother me. Like today we poured concrete today, and it was pretty chilly this morning when we started, and I didn't have any gloves on, but it doesn't really bother me.
I guess temp got warm enough for concrete.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We pour year-round.
Little sleepy fella?
Well, I just drank whiskey a little bit, maybe a little yawny, and kind of,
Warmed his belly, Dave.
And then that Danish, God bless.
Good.
I can't wait to hear into that.
Wow.
Shout out to our buddy Trevor.
Anyway, that's all I got. Casey, what you got?
Well, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Everywhere we go.
So I'm starting to see Christmas decorations go up. Not at your house, Dave.
They're inside.
Okay.
There's probably 3 trees up so far.
Yeah, you're not going to get any lights out this year. Yeah, that's 2 years in a row. But I like it. I like this time of year.
Thinking about putting candles in the windows.
Oh, that'd be good. I like this time of year.
The solid burn or the flickers?
The flickers. He'll go flickers for sure.
Make it
Well,
look
you
like-
replace your porch lights with some of those flicker
Make
things.
it
It'll
look like
good.
your house is on fire from
Yeah.
the highway. Good
That'd
deal.
be good. That'd be good. That'd be real good. But we always wait till the Friday after Thanksgiving to start
Oh, yeah.
lights and decorations up. But we, with the hot water heater, as mentioned earlier, took out my Friday. So Saturday I had 600 trips up and down the ladder, which really felt great on the knee. Well, like,
You so you did it? They're up?
yeah, my lights are up.
Oh, okay.
You got to come back and take a gander. Spent all day on it. But I
I love that about you, by the way.
What's that?
That your house is only visible from a road
It's
that
for the
is.
kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That
Well, but I
your,
did it. I did it when it was just Janelle and I.
Your house is only visible from a road that's roughly 1/8 of a mile away
Yeah.
from the highway. Not my house. You can't see your house from our road. And I love that. Like, I think that's good.
I don't know. It's one of those things where I like doing it because I know the kids love it and appreciate it. And I think you have to do some things that kind of put you in the mood a little bit for the season.
If buying Christmas lights wasn't such a financially tolling expense,
Oh, it's brutal.
I would buy enough lights to do every freestanding structure on my property.
That'd look cool.
I know. Like the shed down by the lake,
really like to
the
do
carport, everything.
the permanent LED ones that like you can color for different.
Yeah.
Like if I could figure that out to do around the house.
I actually think friend of the program, not really sure if he listens or not, but so when I say friend of the program, that may be factually incorrect. But
Maybe a colleague of the program.
yeah, a guy that I know,
an acquaintance of the program.
Acquaintance. of the
yeah, a
program.
guy that I know, I think did that. Like they mount up in your up
soffit.
to the soffit, you know.
But they're hella expensive.
Yeah,
And you can't just use like a regular LED light strip because you can't go every other color as easy. So the ones that made for the house can be red, green, blue.
right, whatever. But he said that the wires, like they said that like his soffit is brown or something maybe, but the lights themselves are white.
Yeah.
So they're very visible. Was the only downfall.
The kids love seeing them, and like as we get down the road here a little bit, there's a few places that do a great. We go to Santa Claus every year.
Yeah. Lake Rudolph.
Not only Lake Rudolph, but the village.
Yeah.
They decorate. I think we'll roll through there. We know some people to get us in.
Yeah.
The resort
You ever go to Garvin Park in Evansville?
once.
We've done it a lot.
the Festival of
Sketchy
Lights.
down there, but whatever.
Yeah, a little bit. Just keep your doors locked.
Yeah.
Windows up. Gun on you.
Strapped.
Situational awareness.
That's
Keep
how
your
I like
head
to
on a
view my
swivel.
Christmas lights with the family.
Stay frosty.
Hey, little Timmy, don't forget your gat.
Yeah. So we'll cruise around and we'll take a look and we'll make some hot chocolate and listen to tunes, and I just like doing
Eleanor
it.
puked in the floorboard of the Tahoe one time at Christmas Lake Village because Santa gave away the when you
Hot
go through
toddies?
hot toddies. The damn when you go through the gate, Santa's down there and he
Yeah.
gives you the candy canes.
Oh.
Yeah, Eleanor was hammering a candy cane, and the mixture of the heat in the car and maybe the candy cane and maybe a little bit of motion sickness
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll get you.
filled her up.
Are you fan? Let me just ask this. Are you fans of colored lights or the classic clear lights?
Well,
When you
I think
say
it's-
colored lights, you mean multicolored?
Yes.
Okay, let's jump.
I think that's the
I
multicolor. Is
I love
classic.
Do
that.
you like the multicolored?
Yeah, because it's classic.
Yeah. What about I had an issue with the new ones that we had bought for the house.
I'm a big.
They were the
Go ahead.
They were the LEDs, and they weren't bright.
No.
like I don't know how to explain it. They're not like bright
not
where you could
vibrant.
yes. So we bought icicle lights that we changed out.
Now, see, icicle lights, I'm not a fan of.
We've got
They get all
multicolored
tangled up and
icicle
shit.
lights. It takes about a day of them hanging for them to kind of stretch out a little bit.
Okay.
And I
Now,
had to
I'm
go
a-
to LEDs too with the plastic bulbs, but
That's what I have.
appreciate the glass bulbs. I just don't have the patience for them.
Hmm.
Man, my old man would get out and he had these big 40-gallon drums,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd coil all them lights up in there. He probably had 4 or 5 of them because he had a shit ton of lights.
Yeah.
And we'd spend 2
Is he the
weekends-
Clark Griswold of Richmond?
I am a
Abington.
I am
Oh,
a
Abington.
bulb snob.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain.
I don't like the little.
No, I like the C9s.
Yes. The
Yeah,
big
got to
ones.
be C9s.
The
on
big
them.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big ones that are like real far spaced apart.
Those are C9s.
Yeah, those. That's what I like.
That's what I got.
Yeah, because that's
God dang it, I'm going to have to put those
classic. Oh, couch guy number 2 there, him and I.
Couch Guy Jr.
Yeah, we grew up together.
His first tour.
Our parents had a. It's still in the house. Big ass TV antenna.
Yeah.
Right. No, ours never turned. It was just
Rabbit ears. It had rabbit
stationary.
ears.
Stationary.
Oh,
But we had Dad made a star out of 2x4s. You know what I mean? Like star 2x4s?
Like Star David.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Just a typical old Christmas star.
Rob Smoker had a star he made out of
Who Smoker?
Rob.
My dad.
Dave's pop.
Oh. I just-
R.I.P.
Papa Smoker.
R.I.P. And they had the big C9 lights on it. And I love that. And then we had the nativity scene out front.
Love the nativity scene.
We had Donatello in a Santa hat.
Now, see,
Big stop
still have
sign.
it?
Huh?
Is it survived?
I don't know.
Because that'd be a great get.
The Noel candles that would go at the top of the
now,
stairs.
see, Dad made all his out of plywood and painted them like the nativity scene.
Yeah.
Son of a
Plywood
bitch,
cuts.
your dad was a big Christmas guy.
And he painted them, his life size, and he just put floodlights on them. But his house was on a hill, much like this one. So he cut out a big old sleigh, out of a sheet of plywood, put a plastic Santa in there, and then ran some galvanized fence tube, like off of a chain link fence out there.
Yeah.
And he made all the reindeer out of chicken wire and sawhorses and put a big old red bulb on Rudolph. And that sumbitch was 20-some feet long there.
Festive.
I like it.
I do too.
They,
I love
uh,
every minute of it.
I got-
Where you at on inflatables?
Well, I
Not
was
a
just getting
fan.
ready to ask you.
Okay.
I love them.
I hate them. Jenna loves them, and I just...
Now, the problem I've got is I've got a couple where the LED lights in them have faded out, and I don't know how to fix them. So
I put Santa on the roof one time, and I used roofing nails that are non-gasketed. Had to call old Rabbit Roofing up to fix a few roof leaks after I did that. He's like, "You did what?" And I said, "Well, I used roofing nails, but they were non-gasketed. And I used that to mount the old inflatable Santa and his sleigh up on the roof there to
Yeah.
make it look more lifelike." And I totally, it was totally just a
hole.
solid detriment to the integrity of my roof.
We've got 5 inflatables out in the front yard. we've got the Christmas chase from Paw Patrol. We got the rocket ship Santa Claus. We've got not rocket ship. I think it's airplane, or it might be. I don't know. It is a rocket ship, like he's taking off. And then we've got classic old school Santa Claus. Then we've got big puppy Santa, or big puppy like Christmas with the antlers on, and it's really cute.
Oh.
And then we've got a unicorn that is Christmas festive. That's Zoe picked that out last night.
nice.
So,
nice.
I always threatened Janelle that I was going to find the biggest inflatable nativity scene I could find and put that sumbitch
Now,
in the
when you
front
say
yard.
nativity,
Nativity.
okay,
What is your problem?
I'm just very literal.
What is your
Very
problem?
critical.
I was going to say, you're the least, critical is what you are.
Every
You're very
Facebook
good at
post you make, Jenna texts me, please log on and fix this.
Why?
Your
it. You're not real good at it.
grammatical errors.
We need to
Not
get some
spelling?
Grammarly.
Some spelling, but mostly grammatical.
Like what?
Hey, you
Like,
some bitches, come on over.
Two, there, and there's.
Oh, no.
Lots of those type of things.
Oh.
That's what Jenna.
She can suck my white ass. I'm into the talking, not into the typing.
That's
How
right.
about
Well,
That's
we know
right.
that. Dave and I carrying this editing load. It gets
Missile lips. Here we go.
tough. One more question.
Merry Christmas.
What about the folks that just throw the floodlight lamps out in the front yard, point them out at the house with a couple of reefs on the windows?
That's
Are you
growing
okay?
on
My
me
parents,
more and more.
we've been there before too. Yeah,
Actually,
Mom and Dad.
when I
have.
was talking about the candles, I thought about maybe just putting the garland on the windowsills with the red bow and shining a light on there because I think it's just
You're gonna have to clean up the place, though.
no.
I mean, out there out front.
I mean, if it's from the highway, you can't tell.
You're right.
I think you ought to do
I think we got a rock coming to cover the clean out for the shitter pipe. Like a little plastic
Yeah.
beauty rock. Cover
How
up
about
that
them?
Oh, that'd be nice.
green Schedule 80 or whatever it is.
How about them? Probably 40.
There you
If
go.
it's green, it's probably SDR 35.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
You know, you and neighbor Doug ought to go in on a joint, like nativity scene, like a live one, or maybe do some
I don't
shared.
think anybody
A
come
lot.
up and see our nativity.
Some kind
I was
of,
actually, you're talking, thinking maybe we need to start just Christmas fireworks.
Oh, that'd be cool. Or
Red
what
and
if we
green.
did? What if we did? Listen to this idea. This is content creation.
Here we
We're in
go.
the content creation business.
Here we go. Digital content.
Digital content
creators.
Yes, digital content creators. Except on our OnlyFans page. That's not. That's
Mine is
shot in
digital.
8mm.
Yeah.
What?
My foot finder, it's all made by computers.
It's digital.
Well, did you see Sports Illustrated get? Oh wait, no, we're not going to go into that. Sorry, that's a tease.
Yeah.
People can send us their address, and we can do. You can enter into the Wondering Dutchman
We go Christmas caroling.
Christmas decoration contest.
Oh.
And if you
we
want-
can be the judge.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So then we'll go. We'll get one of our wives to drive us, and then we'll just go
Drink eggnog and
and have a jolly old time.
I'm out.
how about
I'm out.
Fireball?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Fireball. We're in. Obviously, he's in.
Yeah. Still
but
got some here.
we
if you
can
wanna
have
lick the table.
people that want to enter the contest.
Yeah.
and maybe we put together a little prize package, and then
Everybody loves prizes.
yeah, and then we'll come through and we'll check them out, and then we'll vote on our favorites. I think that may be something there.
Yeah.
This episode comes out when?
The
12-8.
So that gives them
2 weeks.
just about. Yeah.
So I think we make that announcement.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
If you want to enter the first annual
Yeah.
2023 Wondering Dutchman Christmas Decor Competition,
Yes.
comment below.
Well, don't comment your address. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
don't
your phone
comment that.
number.
We'll just let us, you DM
Maybe
us.
yeah.
Yes.
Slide into them DMs.
Slide it in, the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
I love Christmas decorations. It's a big lazy thing for me. Like I am just lazy as shit. Like I don't want to. My motivation has been terribly low, or like recently.
Are we in the seasonal blues early?
We could be, yeah. Like you're right, dude. Like I was literally talking to Cesar today. Like, man, I feel like we're broke as hell all the time. I feel like I sleep, and dude,
FDK, man.
on the weekend, I sleep. Like the other day, when we decided it was Sunday morning when it was raining, and I knew we weren't going to hunt. Now, granted, I didn't get to bed till probably 12:15, and I'd probably had about 6, 8, 10 beers. So I mean, I wasn't drunk or anything, but like
Yeah.
I was looking forward to going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I slept till 11 o'clock. Like I did not get out of bed to piss until 11 a.m. And I felt like a slug. Like I just, man, that's
It
rough.
is such
Maybe
like,
you needed it, buddy. Sometimes you need it.
Well, I know,
but it's such a like I understand exactly what you're saying. It is such a battle, and it's such a battle this time of year to get like to stay motivated
it's a
and
God
stay
blessed
going.
time change, and it's dark at 5:50.
It's brutal. I'm counting down the days to the winter solstice to when
Yeah.
we start adding time
Which is
back
when?
on there. December 21st.
Data baby.
So, but that's just hey, we can talk about it in final thoughts.
We'll
but
do Christmas. We'll get some Christmas up.
We're gonna
Don't
do
worry
that.
about it.
Yeah, Smoke Dragon.
Well, I'm gonna have to open this here computer box.
Well,
Do you talk to yourself out loud or just inside your head?
Or neither.
Situational.
Really, most of the time I talk to myself out loud.
No, all the time.
Like
Real
even
bad
like if
when
you're
I was
in a
kid.
crowd of people.
Yes.
Like if I'm at my cubicle, like a lot of people are always like, hey, "What'd you say?"
Hashtag
like they don't
Cube Life.
anymore.
Cube life, cube fun. So
because
white
they're
collar.
used to it.
Justine literally brought this up the other day. Like
Yeah.
she was standing. I was cooking. I was standing at the stove. Let me draw you a picture for all of those that have not been in my house.
Paint us
Well,
a
they
picture,
can't see it.
Picasso.
Yeah, they will be able to. We'll zoom into it. So here's my stove. And here's the trash can where it lives. This is the food prep area.
Yeah,
And this is where the bills are.
yeah.
Because everybody keeps their bills
Next to the stove.
next to the stove.
Because you hope them some bitches catch on fire.
So here it is: food prep area, stove, bill area. I'm standing trash can here. Yeah, I'm standing here at the stove cooking. She's standing here at the bill area shredding junk mail, throwing it into the trash. She's literally, some would say, I mean, if I sneezed, she's going to wear it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're close.
3.5 feet.
Yeah, and she is carrying on a full-ass conversation
Yeah, what the hell?
to herself.
Okay.
And I'm like just sitting here, what? What? Nothing. I'm thinking out loud, or I'm just talking to myself, and I'm like, this is nuts. Because
not do that?
I do, yeah, but like not. Usually when I'm by myself, well, I'll talk to myself
Out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, I do it in crowd. Like, I feel weird about it sometimes because the reason I brought this up is I was in the bathroom the other day at work.
Shitting.
No, I was washing my hands.
You know he doesn't pee out of home turf, so he's
And no. I that's the thing. That's why I know I'm at my forever job because I can poop there.
oh,
Good. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah. So,
That's
but I
hard.
was
That
washing my
warms the
hands.
cockles.
Ain't nothing better than shitting on company time.
yeah.
But I was washing my hands, talking to myself about what I was going to be doing next, and I was thinking out loud about what I was doing. So I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, right." And then I just walked away. And
Oh, what an awesome interaction!
I talked to myself.
Did you
for a
see
while.
that smoker guy? Yeah, that motherfucker is weird.
Crazy. He wears the rose-colored glasses to meetings.
His eyes are so bloodshot all the time. Because he coughs so hard, he busts his blood vessels.
And he's always pulling into the parking lot at 100 listening to chopper music.
Wowzers.
I will say that when I'm in a crowd of people, I am always like internal conversation.
Oh, God, yes.
But like if I'm in the truck, sometimes I'll be talking about like, usually I'll talk to myself like if I'm just by myself, like out loud.
Do you ever refer to yourself as self?
Like the word self?
Yeah.
Self, remember this. No, I
Or
don't.
come on, David. Like you ever?
No, I call myself David all the time.
I call myself
Yeah.
Zach.
It depends on what's
Or
going on.
no, I don't. I don't call myself Zach. I just like, come on, man. I say man. Like
No,
come on.
I David all the time.
Or
will
I'll
do
say
it.
God, dumb f. Like I'll call myself that.
I'm like, come on, Dave, get your shit together all the time. And that's
Yeah.
why Jenna calls me Dave. Because when I'm talking to myself and I'm upset, I normally
Come on, Dave.
yeah, shit together.
Hope you find your dad, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
We watched Elf the other night. Come on, Dave.
I hate
He
it.
might not
I
appreciate
don't like
that.
the movie Elf.
Yeah, it's not my stuff.
I'll do it on like, do
Just
you do
because
it?
Justine went to the movie theater with her ex-boyfriend with that movie.
Ex-boyfriend, that had to be in 5th grade.
Yeah, 13th grade.
13th grade.
No.
13th grade.
That would be
Freshman year of college there.
Well, time for a water.
Yeah. Do you like talk to yourself? Like
I
sometimes,
gotta get rid of that pen. I feel like I've been doing that a lot.
You have been.
yeah. Sometimes when I'll talk to like when you do like, come on, Dave. Like I'll do like my mom's voice, like in my head, like Casey James, like because that's what
Ooh.
she used to call me.
Drop the middle name?
Yeah. So
Wow.
sometimes like if I'm really like in this spot,
That's the only time I knew that I was effed. Like I knew I was screwed when Mom started dropping the middle name.
yeah.
I'm sure he can attest because his middle name is Michael.
Really?
My middle name is David.
Yeah.
And when those middle names came out, you were fucked.
So if she starts hollering and asking for both of us at the same time for something, she might think you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Have a damn.
Well, she would always.
Do you ever tell yourself jokes?
No, I don't think so.
Hey Dave, you ever looked up schizophrenia?
Oh man, I tell myself jokes sometimes.
Can I tell you a joke? No, I can't. I'll tell you it off air.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go into a bit there.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
so-
going to, but then
Hey.
I realized it was
Hey,
not good.
self. Knock, knock. Oh, who's there? Orange.
I knew it. I knew it. That's the oldest one in the book.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Yeah, you took the.
I don't even get that.
I thought it was, aren't you going to invite me in?
Or
Because
is
it's
she
a
gonna
knock
invite
knock.
me in?
Because it's a knock knock joke.
I don't tell myself knock knock jokes.
Are you dad joke guys?
Oh, for sure, 110%.
Yes.
So
yes.
our Cody and McKinnon.
I was going to tell you one, but it's a little off collar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Cody and McKinnon are
Is it off collar or off color?
It's off color. Cody and McKinnon in our office will come in.
Who?
Cody
Cody
and
and
McKinnon
McKenna.
in our office. They'll come in and they'll be like, "So, got a joke for you." Okay, go ahead. And it's like every day. So I've just been like I don't like. I'll guess like not even participate in them, but they've got dad jokes for days.
Real knee slappers.
Some of them are great. Some of them are just.
I like them.
I talk
Yeah.
to myself a lot, and I wonder what the statistics are for like the most intelligent human beings. Like you remember when he said something when I said something about we were doodling.
Oh, and he calls us dumbass.
Yeah, and he called
I
us
did
dumbasses. You're aching ass. Now you're lying to yourself.
Oh,
The somebody out there in Wonderland.
Liz Werman.
Yeah, she said she had like some sort of statistic about like how super duper smart people do it. Dick,
What was the statistic?
I don't remember.
Because it wasn't 100%.
Well, I don't care.
I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah,
You can be
well-
on the other side of the statistic.
Anyway,
But is there a place, like, is it a like in the shower, car ride, like at work?
subconsciously, people would say that
Like, where do your conversations with self happen?
Everywhere.
all the time. Yeah,
But I mean, is there a place?
no, anytime situational.
Yeah, anytime I've got something to say, and I just say it, and then you just talk to yourself.
So on this show, how many? This is for Dave only. How many internal conversations do you have during the
Oh,
show when you
lots.
can't? Yeah, me too.
Tons.
He can't
Most
have it.
of it's stuff that I don't want to have to edit out.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I just say it to myself quietly.
Yeah,
I just thought because it's tough to get a word
like when
in
you
edgewise.
laugh.
Yeah.
Like I'll just laugh sometimes.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What the hell are you laughing at?" And they're like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking." You know what I mean? Like that would be one of those times.
I laughed out loud in the office the other day. I was listening to it, and I'm like, "What are you laughing at?" And I forget it was from 203, I think is what it was. And there was just a spot where I just died. Like, what are you laughing at? And I was like, "This is just a funny spot." So
I like to sit when people don't know I'm having conversations with them, but it's a cube farm, right?
Yeah.
So all these people are talking, and I just crack myself. I kill myself, actually, with somebody will be talking too loud about something. I'm like, oh, I bet you did, Carol, skank. You know? And I just pretend I'm talking to the person that's talking to somebody else, and I really just, like...
you get that one-liner.
I think probably the funniest. So Justine's brother Grant, my brother-in-law, used to live in an apartment. Well, he doesn't live there anymore, but he's in Bloomington, and it was close. Actually, it may have not even been from his apartment. Maybe it was he was in his car at a grocery store, and it was the poor guy collecting carts from the cart stall.
Oh no!
And there was a girl associate that was like maybe coming into work or something, and like his commentary, but he was by himself. So like he's filming it, and like his commentary is like, "Hey Sabrina, what are you doing after work? As soon as I get done with these carts, maybe we can come up with a plan." I don't know what the verbiage was, but like if somebody could have seen him videoing this dude pushing carts and this other girl walking in to clock in or whatever it was, and then seeing Grant in the car like, "Hey Sabrina," you know what I mean? Like those things I think are very funny.
I like doing that at like good people watching places.
Yeah, like
And
the
it-
mall.
And you're like, "Hey, what do you think they're talking about right now?" Well, he's bitching about the high price of gas. That one's talking about how
Have I told you? You've heard the story. Justine and I went to eat at the Schnitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the kraut ball, the last
Yeah.
kraut ball.
you create
You
that.
touch my kids and I'll kill you. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit! Back out, bud. Back
Yeah.
out.
Well, and that's when you think about how writers aren't necessarily like writers for like shows and stuff.
Yeah, screenwriters or movies that. Yeah.
Yeah, think about that. Like that's them like all day.
Yeah.
They see this, and that's
jotting
they
shit
used to
down.
talk about.
Comedians.
I think it was Jeff Foxworthy was like, you know why I take my family on all these fancy big family vacations? Because they give me freaking content.
Yeah, this is exactly
You know,
right.
and you look at it like, and it's really,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Where and that's like when
All
we
good comics are basically just wonderful storytellers.
yeah,
Yeah.
And the crazy thing of it is like when we started this and we were doing this, it's like, well, are you guys going to run out of stuff to talk about?
Not
and it's
a
like,
chance.
no,
Never.
It's life. We talk about life.
Yeah.
It's not like we're penciled into sports or
No.
anything else. We talk about life, and there's always something going on.
You know what I'm ready to talk about?
3 big things for the week of November 27th.
Yep.
Bingo. First one.
I was going to say glizzies.
I know you were, buddy.
Forgot
I
that.
saw your eyes over there. Why doesn't the U.S. have more passenger trains? Efforts to revive the railroad travel are picking up steam. Learn where the government and private companies are investing.
That statistic or that graphic that was attached to that article,
Oh, I didn't see it.
mind-boggling. Versus Europe.
Oh,
was
yeah,
you-
they got lots of...
It was U.S. versus Europe.
Yeah,
like
they got
the
lots
trains.
of track,
Unreal.
guided.
Crazy. Like there is, it just, yeah, nutty.
Well, I think there's a lot of, like, one of the biggest
Public
vacations
transit.
I want to take is Chicago out west.
Yeah.
Or the train in
I really want to take a
Alaska.
train ride.
Dude,
Like,
we should do it.
Yeah, get like a...
did you ever watch the show? It was on AMC.
No.
It had
Throw Mama
Common-
from the train.
What's that?
Throw Mama from the train.
No.
No,
What
it
the-
had.
Oh.
They're building the railroad.
Yes.
Um,
God, that was good. I watched the whole thing.
I'm trying to think of what it's called.
If I had my iPad, I could tell you.
Something wheel something.
This is exhilarating content right now. All of us closing our eyes thinking about
Right.
Having that internal conversation. All right, we're big railroad fans.
gal
Missing
with the
flight
chin tattoo.
M8. Yeah, Hell on Wheels.
Hell on Wheels. There you
That's
go.
what it was.
That boy.
Gosh, that
Missing
was awesome.
flight MH370. A Chinese court today will begin hearing claims for compensation for families of passengers aboard Malaysia Airlines Flight
Where'd it go?
370.
Where'd it go?
The plane that deviated from its scheduled path from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing and disappeared over the Indian Ocean on March 8th, 2014. To date, the fate of the MH370 remains one of history's greatest aviation mysteries.
They're still flying around, I bet.
Wasn't there a show that came out, or maybe it was a TV movie where this airplane just showed up and they thought they just landed, but the plane had been missing for like 60 years?
They're stuck in the
Isn't that
time
Lost?
space continuum.
Was that Lost?
No, that was the one with the dinosaurs.
My
That's
question
some
is,
cheesy ass. Yeah.
why does China have to hear these? Like, why is the Chinese court hearing the claims?
Well, I'd say somebody has to force the airline to pay for the loss. That's what they're saying. They're paying out settlements.
Malaysia Airlines, but that's not China. Malaysia is not China.
Maybe there was a whole bunch of.
Maybe because where it happened, it was in Chinese water territory.
Or there could have been a bunch of Chinese people on the plane.
Of the 200 people aboard the flight, 153 were Chinese nationals.
Or it could have been that it had maintenance done at a Chinese airport, and then
Maybe they were serving Chinese food on their in-flight meal.
Or maybe if you probably looked at the passenger log, those were
150.
Chinese individuals that weren't in agreement with the current state of affairs in China.
Unreal.
And it was down she goes.
Bunch of non-commies.
There's only about 40 only 40 families have not settled
Nuts.
out of all those.
Shh. You hear him over there?
Yeah,
I heard 'em.
Couch
This
guys.
guy's really fired up.
Couch guy's getting a little wild. Here's what I mentioned earlier. Sports Illustrated deletes articles published under fake author names. A new report found the magazine published several articles under fake author names and AI-generated profile
Was
photos.
Butt Effer 3000 one of them?
I don't think so. Well, but I think in this situation here, what was going on is basically some AI firm was making up and writing articles under fake.
oh, I took it as ESPN was like, "Hey Bard, write me an article," and then wrote it, from like the Fort Wayne mayor. Have you
Stan-
heard about Harry Balls?
Yes. They want to make a statue.
No, they want to name the state build. There's a building. They
The
want
city,
to name
yeah,
it.
City Hall or something.
Harry Balls, BAWLS.
Oh no!
Have you not seen that? Yeah. His name's Harry Balls, like BAWLLS.
But that's like the baubles around here. It's BAWLES.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
nobody's
this
gonna say,
guy's
"Hey,
actually
this is-"
pronounced his name Balls.
Yeah, so they wanted to name it the Harry Balls Center or Harry Balls Home for Missing Children or whatever.
So
it
the
is.
report, which was published by Futurism, found that the magazine had repeatedly published articles whose authors could not be found online outside of the Sports Illustrated website. The articles were all accompanied by AI-generated profile photos that Futurism also found for sale
Stan
on digital
Weisenheimer.
marketplaces that sell AI-produced photos.
What a wild deal.
That's a tough spot.
No shit.
That is. So,
You know
hey,
it's not going to be tough.
those are the three big things for the week of November 27th.
What a wild thing.
Let's hit that glizzy machine up.
be back.
This Pause for the Cause is brought to you by Southern Indiana Hardwoods, your official provider of Green Mountain Grills. Give Nick Merkley a call today.
Hello, my name's Nick Merkley. I'm here at Southern Indiana Hardwoods. We've got the whole line of Green Mountain Grills here. We've got a great Christmas special going on right now. All the way down from the Trek to the Ledge and all the way up to the Peak. We carry the pellets for them, the accessories. There's savings of up to $250 right now on them. We got pizza ovens, griddles, rotisseries. We got rib racks. It's a great time to get a new pellet grill.
Nick at Southern Indiana Hardwoods has Green Mountain Grills ready to be bought, set up, and cooking in no time. He's got all the best accessories, and he's got the best pellet variety around. You do not want to miss this Christmas sale. One of these bad boys may not fit under the tree, but would look real nice with a pretty red bow on.
So come out today and see us. If you can't make it during our business hours, reach out to us on Facebook. we can get one of these under your tree. We even do delivery inside Dubois County.
Hey! And we're back. Big thank you to Nick Merkley and our friends at Southern Indiana Hardwoods.
Check out some of those stuff for Christmas, boys.
Yeah.
Those grills, top notch.
They make great gifts. I think my pellet smoker was either a Christmas or a birthday gift. So,
And they got all the accessories and everything you'd ever want to go with it.
and
But you don't know that you
Heating
want when you
pellets?
buy the
Heating pellets.
yeah,
everything.
they've
I
got,
got a
it all.
buddy of mine that gets his pellets over there, and he runs his pellet stove. $4 a day is what he said. That's all it costs to heat his. That's no.
Oh, that's not grill pellets. That's heating.
No,
pellets.
that's heating his house.
Yeah. So they're, I think, I believe a 40-pound bag is $4. So you can get the pallet,
Yeah,
which is 200 bags.
yeah.
For nope,
That's not right. It
that's
can't
not
be.
right. It's $200
Yeah.
for however many bags. 50
So that.
bags.
So is that what is 4 divided by 200?
50 bags.
50. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would get you 50 days.
That's 1 ton, 2,000 pounds.
Yeah. Right. So $4 a day. That would be around
One bag a day.
one bag a day. So that would get you roughly 50 days. So it's like $100 a month
Yeah.
to heat your house. That's cheap.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of everything, yeah.
Yeah. Especially in our area.
Yeah.
We have our amazing friends at
We had
Centerpoint.
So Dad's got he's got an outdoor stove,
Yeah.
and they released a new model from Central Boiler that you can do you can do it on corn.
Yeah.
My dad and grandpa both had corn.
Real
And
good friend of
way
mine.
back.
Old feller I used to work with at the mine, Mr. Mickey Ball. He had a corn burner.
And
And they bitched at him for using it because he lived in Evansville.
oh, really?
Yeah. Suck it.
Pops a lot.
I'll burn corn. Well, them dad jokes.
Knee slapper. But we're looking into it because it's like you could plant that acreage that we have
Oh, and corn.
and legitimately
Heat your house.
for next to nothing.
It's got to be shelled, though. Like, it's got to be, like, little.
Wow, thanks, Dave. And I
How you gonna do that?
thought we were just gonna. It's called a combine.
We're going to go out and pick it by hand.
And then they got
Well, you're getting awful expensive. You got to go
I-
buy a combine and.
the kids got to shuck it.
We're not going to buy a combine.
Oh.
See, I
Oh,
got
we're
a
gonna
friend of
steal
mine.
one.
I got a friend of mine that's going to farm some ground for me
Oh, yeah. A good guy.
and ours. So we could just have him jump on over and shell that out real
Yeah,
quick. Yeah.
he wouldn't mind.
How many bushel is that? So 2,000 pounds?
I don't know my.
No, you
pounds,
said you said a skid of
2,000 pounds.
okay. Divide that by 56.
Well, it'd be
Come on,
Just
wait,
shy of-
wait for couch guy.
4, like 3.5.
No,
2,000 divided by 50 is 4. Yeah, that's the 3.6 I was thinking, but
3 point what?
6. I got a calculator if you really got to know. Gosh dang it! I just
So that would be
2,000
pounds.
divided by
56.
35.7.
So you'd need roughly. So then that would be
That'd be 2 months.
35 times 56 would be
No, that's 2,000.
yeah. So you would need around 35 bushel of corn.
That'd be for 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
So
get
for winter, you're going to need probably 6. You figure 6 months, so you have a overstock there. I think regular people heat for about 6 months.
so how many bushels you get an acre?
Really?
Depends on what
Really?
your yield is.
Really?
Really?
Good corn?
Yeah,
300.
yeah. So I
That's like the creme de la creme.
So I plant.
you got hill ground.
Hey, don't disrespect my ground.
Don't you talk bad about my ground.
Don't you talk bad about my poor
Okay,
fertility.
so we get 100 bushel an acre. I'll have enough corn.
You won't find a farmer in this world that'll plant that field for 100 acre corn or 100 bushel corn. That sucks dicks.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no,
bottom
worst
number
case
for
scenario.
heating the
Yeah.
house. A farmer's not gonna. It's gonna be my seed that goes into the ground anyways.
What a waste.
I put my seat. Here we go.
right.
Let's get into hour 2, boys. Mace, tell us about hour 2. Okay.
Off the rail.
Hour 2 is brought to you by our friends at Catering by Meyer. Close your eyes for a moment. Now think about this. You have to host a holiday party for family, a group that you're a part of, or for your office. Now imagine that you don't have time nor the desire to cook for all of those people. Guess what? Snap out of it. No problem at all. Our friends at Catering by Meyer are there to help you in your time of crisis. Don't get the holiday blues. Let Bubba and Jared at Catering by Meyer take care of the details and all the delicious food. There's plenty of pairing options to make everyone happy. Don't wait until it's too late. Call them today. Okay, well, thanks to our friends at Catering by Meyer for hooking us up once again.
Yeah, why cook? Just call them.
Yeah, geez Louise, especially if you got a party with a bunch of people that you don't care about. Just give them a buzz.
And that's the family side, not the work side.
That'll hook them up.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thanks to Bubba and Jared. We appreciate the support.
Speaking of cooking,
Ah.
and not necessarily cooking like blanketly,
Never cooked a blanket.
I was talking to another good buddy. Yeah, Masner's Butcher Shop was open tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to work up. Well, not work up, just skin. I'd skin another deer. Buddy, a friend of this program, killed a doe tonight. And he's like, hey, man, I know I could do this by myself, but, like, you already got your shit out and everything. You mind if I just bring it over? And I'm like, yeah, no problem, dude. Like, I like doing that. Like, I've said that before. It's like one of my, I enjoy it. You know, yeah, sure. Okay, come over. So, 20 minutes, half an hour, wank bang, we're done. Washed it down, ready to go. And I was coming out here, and the kids were in there, and it was probably like 6:45, 7:15. Like, Dad, what are we having for supper? And I'm like, we're having chicken nuggets in garlic parmesan buffalo wild wing sauce.
Solid.
Sauced and tossed with some steamed broccoli. That's what we're having.
Little fresh cheddar on there.
Get over it. Well, can I start it? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and start preheating the air fryer. And I was thinking, because a friend of the program, Josh Shirley, was like, man, I think I'm all out on air fryers.
Really?
And I said, you know what, man?
You're wrong.
I think you're out of your fucking mind. That's what I said. And that got me thinking.
Dave, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, well, beep, we'll do that. But like I do, like I think you're out of your mind if you don't like an air fryer, because I think the air fryer could be, I'll say it, dude, top 2. It could be top 3. I'll give you that. I think it's top 3, like favorite household appliance. Now, when I say appliance, I'm not saying this is going to this is going to exclude your wash machine, your dryer, your stove, your refrigerator, and your dishwasher.
Point of clarification.
Go ahead.
Is beer fridge fall in that refrigerator classification?
No.
Okay.
Your primary food storage unit that would be conveniently located in your kitchen. So that's the 5. Your wash machine are out. And your dryer's out. That's your laundry room. They're done. Your refrigerator in your kitchen's out. And your stove's out.
It's only 4. You said there's 5.
There's one left.
Dishwasher.
Your dishwasher. Which one's your favorite out of every one that you have? If you could think. Give me top 3. Because I just gave you one of my top 3, which is my air fryer. And if you want me to bang out my other 2, then I can, and
go
we'll
ahead.
move on.
Yeah, go ahead.
So 3, no, I'll just give it to it. I'll let her have it. Just because the amount that I use that air fryer, like I took fresh, thawed out, not pre-seasoned, I seasoned myself. And raw chicken breast, big old Sam's Club, like Bionic Bird, probably pounders, big ass chicken breast. Olive oil, seasoning, preheated it. Throw that baby in there on like 380 for about 10 minutes. Flip it. Go another 10. Internal temp 165. Ready to go. And it is good. Like, it is juicy, moist air fryer chicken. Like that, I do that. All of your frozen, like, gimmicky foods that are not good for you, like the shit, chicken nuggets, corn dogs, mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, French fries, hash browns, like all of that kind of shit in the air fryer, solid. Just as good as, man, I know that's a tough spot, but almost as good as the real deep.
Well, because all that stuff was supposed to be deep fried.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's why but the air fryer, I don't know how it works. Reheating pizza. My best buddy in the whole wide world. One of my best buddies in the whole wide world.
Couch guy is about to fight you.
Yeah. Well, he ranks right in there too. But
I don't think he understands the definition of best, David.
Why?
Well, best means there's only one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Typically.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Well,
You do you, brother.
man, there for a while he had the belt for a while.
Couch guy?
Yeah,
Or this new guy?
he had the belt for a while. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. And then Nobby, Mr.
Oh.
Matthew Nobbit, he had the belt for a while too. And he said, tough spot, isn't it? Yeah, see? He said that, he goes, dude, you got an air fryer? I was like, yeah. And he was like, have you ever put pizza like to reheat in there? And I was like, no. Reheating pizza usually sucks ass. I usually just eat it cold. Like cold pizza is better than microwaved pizza,
for sure.
I believe, in my opinion. And he's like, dude, put it in the air fryer. It's just as good as when it was like first made. Man, I'm telling you what, though. Like, if you don't have a real soggy-ass crust to start with, and it'll crisp it up for you. I don't know. I'm all in on air fryer. That's number 1. Number 2, rice cooker.
You eat that much rice?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
You eat that much rice? Yeah, we don't either.
We
I like it when we have it, but we don't.
yeah, we eat rice a lot. No, I don't say like a lot of rice. Like
I mean,
I'm not-
obviously enough rice to justify a rice cooker.
Well, I was given to me.
Oh, okay.
We do rice probably 8 times to 12 times a year.
Do you boil it in a pot?
Yep, boil it in a pot, do the thing, cover it for 5 minutes.
What a
But now that
bunch
we
of
got
simps.
the Blackstone, most of it just goes right back out.
What a bunch of simps. You know when you do hibachi? Oh, look at that. Right there on the purlin. There he went.
Oh, Bojangles
There
is
he
still
is.
here.
We still got one. Little bastards.
But it's Bojangles.
It might be.
We like Bojangles.
Yeah. But anyway, like we were talking about rice and this and that at work one night, and my buddy's like, his wife, he married from Burma or Myanmar, whatever you call it now.
Oh, the islands over there.
Yeah, and she big rice, predominantly rice-based diet. And he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, if you don't have a rice cooker, you're out." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, a rice cooker?" And he's like, "It's an appliance specifically made to cook rice." And I'm like, "Never heard of it." He's like, "Actually, you know what, dude? I'm getting a new one. I'll just give you my old one." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all in. I'll give it a whirl." So cool.
It's just wild to me to think that eat that much rice. But I guess you don't eat potatoes or you don't eat.
Well, I mean,
Carbs or
hibachi. I mean, rice is totally a carb. Yeah. But I'm just saying,
I'm saying it's a different variety.
yeah. No. Like if you were eating a lot of rice, like Mexican rice or like Spanish rice, Oh wow. Hibachi food. What else? I mean, there's several.
Chicken and rice.
yeah,
Broccoli. Chicken. Like
Yeah. Oh, Uncle Ben's dirty rice.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. I've usually heard it with a U, the jambalaya. But,
He's about to cook your goose. Call
but
it
anyway,
jambalaya.
and number 3, like in the kitchen, I'm just going to stay in the kitchen. I'll probably just say like a toaster.
You know the difference between jum and jam?
No.
I can't jump.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's jam and
I'm not
jelly.
going to jam my foot in your ass. But
You
yeah,
too,
that's
babe.
that's my 3 real quick.
Deep freeze, crock pot, air fryer.
Oh wow. Let's break that down.
Nice.
Deep freeze makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never
Crock
even
pot,
thought of that.
Just we travel, or we don't travel. We run around so much, and Jenna working 12-hour days. Like,
By the way, before you go on to that point, like the lifestyle that that your wives work and have is beyond comprehension for me sometimes.
Why?
Because it's just such a strange, like for my entire life, I have been a Monday through Friday, like when my summer job.
I've only been that way for 4 years.
always Monday through Friday. Like it's just how I grew up. Like
Yeah.
work wise that way.
Normality.
And my like my mom, longtime nurse, she started on night. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but that was before us.
Right.
Like I only remember my mom working, Monday through Fridays.
Yeah.
Dad Monday through Fridays.
Right.
And so like you guys, like it is crazy. Like for me sometimes to just think about, your wife works. They both work 12s and they work day 12s, but it's like you got to leave here in the morning, but you don't get back here until
9 o'clock.
you miss so much.
yeah, she's normally got like a 14-hour day wrapped up by the time she gets home.
Like it's just
With the time change and everything else.
it's just mind boggling to me.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's just, I don't know.
You got your thinking cap on?
yeah, always.
ABC schedule for mine and Mr. Peabody's coal.
Uh-huh.
Off Monday. Work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Off Thursday. Work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Off Tuesday, Wednesday. Work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Off Monday. Work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's a wild-
I did that for years.
But what's the benefit of that schedule in the mind?
You could run 3 crews. The mine never stops. You have enough people to man every piece of equipment and have 1 or 2 floaters, to cover for your vacation
Yeah, but
days
you
and
guys
whatnot.
didn't work 8-hour days.
No, no, or heck no. We worked 12s.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
They
though.
never slept. They get an hour and a half for shift change. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Those overlap.
yeah, the shift change. Yeah, because the coal crew, the guys that worked, the coal production crew, which was me, we worked 12s. When I parked my machine, the other dude was literally getting ready to climb on it. Like the fuel, when I shut down, the fuel truck was there to put fuel in my
Yeah,
machine.
fuel and lube while you guys are changing over.
Exactly. And then the other dude jumped right in and it was ready to rip. Now, your other production, your truck shovel and your D11 guys, they worked 10 hours. So they had a longer shift change for obviously more in-depth, maintenance in between shifts.
Yeah.
But that was why. I mean, that's what we did that for a long time.
Well, not it just to me it's a mind boggle.
But for on day shift, like for the day shift guys that worked ABC, the dudes so there was a mine that we called it the Motherland. I loved it. Francisco day shift. Those guys worked ABC schedule on day shift, 10 or 12s. All your banking business, all your doctor's appointments, all your anything that you had to do conducting business wise, you could do it on your days off through the week. Now, I went to another mine where you were chastised for even mentioning the fact of working an ABC schedule because they didn't want it. They wanted every weekend off. So they would work it would be an AB schedule. Either It was a 6-5. So you're working 6 days one week, 5 days the next. So either you work Saturday or you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how that worked. But like any kind of doctor's appointment,
Yeah.
if you
Pooch
were
is
on,
screwed.
if you lived on the other time, which I did, anytime I had to go to the doctor or go to the bank or do anything like that is either Saturday morning or I was taken off.
Yeah.
Sucked. I didn't like it. I was all out on that AB shit. I was all into the ABC.
See, and then like when
working the weekends, that sucked because
Yeah.
you only got off every third.
yeah, and like Janelle, like her work schedule when she was first down there, she had 2 late days, 2 early days, and then the day off in the middle. Like she would
I have
take
no
Wednesday
idea
off.
what this has to do with appliances, but that's
well, the
okay.
crock pot.
Yeah.
Time back to we got tangential there.
Yeah.
It was the crock pot
Yeah.
because you're gone a lot.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite crock pot meal?
We don't make it very often because the kids don't like it a lot. So we do a lot of roast mainly.
That's what we just had one. down
Mississippi
Tuesday.
roast.
No.
Oh man,
Little-
that's
I mean, we'll
mine.
do that from time to time, but
That's
that's, not
mine,
the
hands
heavy
down.
one. But I like beef and noodles and mashed potatoes. It's probably my favorite crock pot.
Yeah.
Well, obviously the mashed potatoes aren't in there, but
Yeah, come from a box.
no, just egg noodles and beef.
The potatoes.
No, they come from a bag from Merkley's.
Oh yeah.
Potato pearls.
Oh,
Oh, good grief.
What are you talking about?
So I was never like a, what do you call that?
Fake tater,
Well, they're real. It's just, they're like little,
potato flakes.
well, they're balls.
Okay.
And
oh,
they're
so
like-
you boil them and then mash them up, and
yeah.
You
took-
boil them and you mash them and then you stick them in a stew.
Something like that.
potatoes. That's what it would
But
be.
they're real good.
So, what was the third then?
Air fryer.
Air fryer.
Yeah.
Just because it's quick.
Yeah. You?
I'm gonna go. With.
An iron.
I do love our vacuum cleaner. It does a hell of a job. Because we got. Them dogs.
Yeah.
They leave fur laying around. I'll say our freezer because we lived without one for a little while, and it is
Tough spot.
tough sledding.
I can't tell you last time I've been in mine. I need to change that tremendously, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Like you mean deep freeze?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Our
mean,
one-
like I use the freezer in our house fridge a lot. I mean, that's
mean,
where the nuggets live. Yeah.
Ooh. Did I tell you about this situation I had? So we had gone to Sam's Club about 6 to 8 weeks ago, and it was warmer, so we had taken cooler down. And so I, the other day before Turkey Trot, needed a cooler to put beer in.
Oh God.
And I started opening it, and I go, oh, God. What in the hell?
What'd you forget in there?
3 things. Sausage links,
Oh, boy.
a bag of chicken nuggets, and then like Sam's Club does those cordon bleus.
Yeah.
Janelle really likes them. Easy to fix, like easy meal. 2 boxes of them.
Oh, boy.
And it's brutal.
$200 worth of merchandise.
I
down
know.
the shitter.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I like our deep freeze. And then does like the Blackstone count as an appliance? No, because it's not plugged in. So my pellet smoker would probably be number 2. And then our crock pot. Because I love chucking a roast in there. We did it on Tuesday. I love the beefy nachos you can make in there. The meatballs. The little smokies. A lot of things you can do with the crock pot.
Egg on buffalo
Low chicken dip.
Yeah, buffalo
dog.
chicken dip's good too. But we have a small, like little, like introductory air fryer
Oh yeah.
that we got kind of like as a gag gift because like I didn't have.
Yeah.
Somebody at work was talking about like, oh, you got an air fryer, right? And I was like, no. And then kind of like your response, like, who in the hell are you?
Oh man, you know which one I forgot about? Kind of a sleeping giant. The Instapot.
Now, see, I don't have one of those, but I've been wanting to try it out once.
I got one. It's nice.
Do you use it that much?
Oh yeah.
though?
Not a lot, but I do for certain things. If I'm in a pinch, you can throw frozen chicken breasts in the Instapot with a little bit of broth on the bottom
Yeah.
and par cook them some bitches for like 12 minutes. and then just shred them and use it for whatever. Chicken tacos, chicken pizza.
That's a wild scene.
Yeah, pretty gnarly.
But those, I mean,
I was just thinking about it.
are there
Yeah.
any like off the wall appliances that you know of that people have that you wouldn't think?
We have a
home?
walk. So Justine works obviously with a bunch of doctors that buy shit and then like don't use it anymore. So there for a while she was dragging a bunch of shit home. So we probably got $14,000-$15,000 worth of appliances. So much so that I had to build a whole separate shelf in our kitchen for it. And like we have like a wok. We have like a 47 different position blender made by Ninja that you can do, like one of them big heavy duty bastards. A griddle specifically for making pancakes. Like we have a waffle maker. Ooh, that one.
Oh, waffle maker. Yeah, I like
it was my
the
grandparents. We inherited that. It was an actual like hotel style Belgian waffle maker.
waffle. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool. That's neat as shit. Actually,
Yeah.
Kids love it. I don't. Not a big waffle guy. You believe that? But God, I don't know what other kind of dumb shit we have. A s'mores maker. Like we have a s'mores maker.
I figured your window shaker AC would have been on your list.
Oh God, that's a godsend. But that's not an appliance, really. I wouldn't feel like that's an
Really?
appliance. No.
Plugs in.
Yeah, but it's not an. I mean, is it considered appliance?
If a refrigerator is, an air conditioner is.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's all I got.
Okay.
Casey, what you
Well,
got?
it's funny that you were talking about toasters
Yeah.
because I kind of
What an awesome segue.
I rediscovered our toaster.
Yeah.
I think it was a wedding gift.
Oh boy.
Really uncertain
Yeah.
where it came from. I knew I had mine from law school that doesn't get used.
Before you go any farther,
Yeah, buddy. Do I have something in my beard?
No, I was just gonna say, at any point during your discussion, when you start naming off certain things that could be made in your toaster,
Yeah.
you're going to mention a specific pastry.
Okay.
And I just want you to take a good look at Couch Guy Jr. and make sure that there's no tent being pitched or
Well, he's not wearing pants. anyways.
salivation coming from the corners of his mouth, because I do believe for a long period of his young adolescent life, he was pretty much just strictly living on these.
Really?
Yeah. Preface that. Carry on.
Okay. Which you mentioned, like Couch Guy has inducted new Couch Guy in because they're both sitting there with their pants off.
That's wild.
It's awkward.
Not really, but okay.
So it's funny you would talk about like like how sometimes like dumb brains just connect
Yeah.
and they're all like in sync. That you would talk about appliances, and then here comes up toaster treats. So like I was saying, we've rediscovered our toaster. By rediscovered, I mean I have.
Hit the old button.
And oh, by the way, you know an appliance that we completely forgot?
What?
Freaking coffee maker. How do you forget a coffee maker?
I honestly
see, I
don't
don't-
use mine that much.
I don't use a coffee maker. We have a French press.
I'm glad Couch Guy finds that humorous.
What? The fact that we have a French press.
Yeah, because I could see you pressing that coffee.
I do.
With your nose. And
We have an electric teapot, or like a water kettle, that's used for two things: coffee and ramen. And we put the old coffee,
Not tea drinkers?
the hot, not. I mean, yeah, sleepy tea, like nighttime stuff.
Oh.
And then they'll kids will hammer that with the old ramen noodles there, and then you put the grounds in the bottom of the French press, and then you pour the water in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then the grounds obviously float, and then you just press. It's pretty good coffee, really.
You say you don't use yours, but you drink coffee all the time.
Oh yeah. So I only drink coffee at work. Like I don't make a whole pot for the drive-in.
You don't drink coffee in the weekend?
Like I'm always driving. Like the boys always have practice in the morning.
Yeah, but you talk about sometimes getting up at like 6 a.m. to...
In those times I will, but like now in this time of year I won't. But like going to basketball practice, we leave about 7:15. If the boys gotta be there at 7:45, and I'll zip down to Holland and
I drink coffee
grab a cup down there. And
360 days a year,
What's the 5 you don't?
just because I miss it.
Oh.
I'm a big coffee drinker.
Oh, good.
But I can go all
coffee guy.
weekend without drinking coffee.
Jet black, boy.
I make a pot on Saturday and Sunday, and I just sip on it all day.
Yeah.
It's
Jet
great.
black.
Yeah, I don't put anything in mine. Like, it's just water and coffee beans.
Well, that's all coffee is, Dave.
Yeah, no, that's
Evelyn was freezing her proverbial balls off when we were hunting the other morning, and
Yeah.
I brought a thermos, and I got a cup, and it was steaming, fogging up my glasses and whatnot. And, Dad, can I have some? Yeah, sure. She goes, I don't really want to drink it yet. I just want to hold it close to my face, warming my face up. I'm like, okay. And I said, but if you do decide to take a drink, be careful. It's hot as shit.
And it's going to stunt your growth.
And she's like, yeah, I know. I could tell. Well, then she starts to take a little sip, and she's like, ugh. Shh. It's really hot. And I said, yeah, I know.
That's why I warned you.
I told you that.
That's why I warned you.
And then she's like, hey, Dad, can we bring like a little container of sugar and creamer next time? I kind of like my coffee like princess coffee. I was like, no.
Princess coffee.
You're hunting with me. You're drinking Dad's Joe. And
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. So, toaster treats. Pop-Tarts. Toaster strudels.
Oh, there they are.
English muffins.
You said it.
Regular old toast. Cinnamon raisin toast. Bagels. Cinnamon toast. Just all kinds of varieties there. But since we make... Like, I rediscovered my love for the old cinnamon raisin toast. Janelle hates it. But I'll make some here
I'm
and there.
confused.
Throw a little butter on there. What do you mean?
Cinnamon. Oh, you mean like you buy the cinnamon raisin bread?
Yeah, cinnamon raisin
yeah.
bread loaf. But I just was wondering, because some people are big Pop-Tart people, but they'll never put them in a toaster.
I know. I work with guys that microwave them.
That's weird.
That's totally weird.
And then like toasters.
I'm not eating a I'm not eating a. I'm not eating a top. Unbelievable.
popped.
I am not eating a Pop-Tart if it has not spent some time in the toaster.
Okay,
Is it
so
really
you're
a
not.
Pop-Tart if it goes in the microwave? It's more of a spin tart. That's
True
what they call it
that.
a Pop-Tart because it out of the...
Yeah, that's true. Are you a Pop-Tart guy?
No.
What about you?
We have them for the kids a lot, but I'm the type of guy that... I mean, they're good if they're toasted, but typically if I have
I will
one-
walk by 45 boxes of Pop-Tarts to get to an egg sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I would never,
Yeah.
pick a Pop-Tart over a real meal.
So what about toaster strudels?
That's Couch Guy Jr.
What's your brand? What's your favorite flavor? All of them, he says. Mm-hmm. You probably like the white icing.
Duh.
Yeah. You'd come,
Sometimes 2 pouches per strudel.
well, then you'd come up short.
Yep.
You didn't learn the original couch guy says make a sandwich out of it.
Yep. I did not like the fruit strudels.
That's what makes it a strudel, I think.
No. It's the pastry part. Like the
I feel like if you put chocolate in it, it's
really,
not a
really,
strudel.
really thin pancakes. Those
No,
are
that's
called-
a crepe.
They're called crepes. I was always into the what were they called? Toaster strudel scramblers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, when I started putting
Toaster
eggs,
scrambled.
Eggs,
sausage
and
in it.
cheese, and sausage and shit in them.
Now,
those were my.
Will you guys dabble in an English muffin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love English muffins.
With
English
sausage,
muffins,
egg, and cheese.
Well, I like English muffin with just butter on it,
Yes.
and then nooks and crannies.
Yes.
Yes. Go, Dave. Go.
You like that dusty? The dusty.
That's the best part of an English muffin.
seedy shit on the outside.
Yeah.
I love it too.
Do you put jelly on yours?
No.
Sometimes, but most of the time, like just douse it in butter.
Crema.
Do we do toast?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm doing so, like when I make eggs, I like to make over easy, and I like to get the yolk up with the
Ugh.
toast.
So those are called now,
Dippy eggs to some.
dippy, or now there's a family that's predominant in this area, and they refer to them as dunk eggs because they dunk their toast in their eggs.
Ugh.
I, on the other hand, am probably one of the weirdest sumbitches you ever meet when it comes to the toast and the way that I eat it. White bread,
Is there any other way to make toast?
real
Oh,
butter,
I love wheat toast.
real butter,
Really?
real butter,
Yeah.
real butter.
Real butter. Okay.
No
Now, hold
country
on.
crock bullshit.
Jenna's been making real butter, like churning it.
What?
When
And
does
it
she
just-
have time to churn butter?
She's got that KitchenAid. So you just take heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
And you just
Put a little salt in there.
and you just spin it forever, and
You
then
let
you
it
get
rip.
siphon everything off. But that stuff, like butter. What you're
Yeah.
talking about, sticks of it. I leave out on the counter.
Me too.
She's like, "What do I do with all this?" I was like, "Stick it in a butter dish." Don't do that.
Moldy.
Moldy is like I didn't see it, but Wyatt said it was like
A
growing
science
face.
project.
Yeah.
Wow.
So why
Starting
is
to
that?
grow fingernails because it's not
pasteurized.
yeah,
Oh, that's right.
it's not full of other shit. I would say.
well, but like the Land O'Lakes that I buy, it's like salt, cream, but it's pasteurized.
Yeah,
So that's what makes the difference.
I eat it with ketchup.
Really?
Toast with ketchup?
Yes,
Now I will eat
boy.
toast with ketchup, but
like
not on
butter,
purpose.
butter bread, toast, butter toast.
Now, does toast have to be buttered for it to be considered toast?
No,
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I don't butter it to soak my eggs up.
you know what Cesar calls it?
Toast,
Okay, burnt bread.
burnt bread.
Yeah. Beatles brought a toaster in to the street department one time because he was a big egg salad sandwich guy.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Or a big
BLT.
chicken sandwich guy.
Oh, really?
Chicken salad. I think it was mostly the time it was tuna salad. That was what it was. Tuna
Oh, my
salad.
goodness.
Stinky shit.
Good
And
grief. It smelled like somebody microwaved a whole gefilte fish in the daggone break room the other day.
Gefilte fish?
Oh,
I'll be damn.
McKenna.
Salmon patties.
Oh,
That'll run you out.
Gefilte
tough
is
spot.
just like ground up fish, random ground up fish.
Where
Yeah.
the hell did you pull that word
That's
from?
wild.
Have you ever seen
Good deal.
Rocket Man from the Disney movie?
Yeah.
Not Rocketeer.
No, Rocket Man, the actual real
where
movie.
he farts in the suit.
It smells like gefilte fish.
No. Just the bubble goes through, but they wake up. They're supposed to be in like cryogenic sleep on their way to Mars, and the one guy wakes up, so he's living the whole time, and then all they has to eat. And this guy's like, "What'd you even have left to eat?" Because he was asleep the whole time, and he's like, "Gefilte fish," and it was just a tube of.
This is awesome.
Sounds terrible. So why ketchup?
I don't know, man. I just like it. It's
Do you
weird.
put ketchup on scrambled eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not have ketchup with toast.
Yeah.
Bagels? Are you bagel guys?
All
Bagel and cream cheese, but just standard ass cream cheese, not the flavored cream cheese, not flavored bagels, just bagels, cream cheese.
See, now I like real cinnamon. What is it? No, brown sugar. Cinnamon sugar. Brown.
Cinnamon sugar. We got a tub of that on the table all the time.
What?
Just cinnamon sugar mixed up. so you
No, I'm
butter your
talking about
toast.
cream cheese.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a flavored Philadelphia flavored type deal. Yeah. Spread. Bagel spread.
We don't do bagels. We do a lot of English muffins.
Yeah.
I love the nooks and crannies.
I just wondering about it because
It's a good wonder.
because Zoe, because we don't buy breakfast at school, so every morning I make her breakfast. It's usually the oatmeal,
Yeah.
or we'll do yogurt and something else. but-
Yogurt.
oh my god, this guy wears me out. But I've
Literally.
started to do a lot of the cinnamon raisin toast because she obviously likes that, and then the English muffins.
Now, what about the old poor people food? Tortilla shells
Okay,
and honey.
in the toaster.
No, you just roll it up. I mean, you could toast it if you wanted to.
I've never done tortillas shells. I do tortilla shells and peanut butter.
Yeah. Justine said when they was kids, they grew up and they would eat tortilla shells and put honey in there and just roll them up.
Now, see, I never had tortilla. I don't remember ever really having tortilla shells at our house. Now, I remember doing a lot of cheese sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
2 pieces
Hey,
of bread and a slice of American cheese.
Toasted cheese sandwiches are life game changers.
In the toaster?
You toast the bread, obviously,
Yeah.
and then you throw your mayo down and your cheese down, and it gives you a nice little crunch.
Oh, I've never
The cheese
had that.
just melts.
I
a
thought you
smidge.
meant like a grilled cheese.
No, it's different from a grilled cheese. What was that like? What was that action on your face, Dave?
The grilled it's a
But yeah, toasted
You ever
cheese.
try to
sandwich,
pull
try
one
it.
apart?
A toaster?
grill
Cheese.
cheese. I actually just took a screenshot of a recipe for jalapeno popper grilled cheese Sammy's.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's got cream cheese in it, doesn't it? I've seen it.
Did you get it off TikTok?
That or Facebook.
Oh, I love TikTok.
I like using my toaster. It sits out on the counter now, so I have to justify using
No,
it.
you
Ours
know what I
doesn't,
found on my
ours doesn't
toaster?
live on the counter.
Ours lives in the cupboard, but it comes down regularly. But I found we got our toaster for our wedding. It's a 4-slot toaster.
Why do you think toasters are big wedding gifts?
Because you'd never buy one for yourself, I think.
Well, I bought one.
But
But I
never
mean,
use
yeah,
it.
but I'm not. I mean, I guess I'm an anomaly.
Did you
But,
not get a toaster for your wedding?
No,
My gosh.
we lived in sin before the.
Oh, that's right. Forgot.
There's trays that come out.
Yeah, the crumb tray.
Yeah, I just found them like a year and a half ago. I was getting it out of the.
Did
like
you
I said,
know
keep it
that?
in the cupboard?
You
I'm
don't
like,
have to take. You don't have to. Some of them you don't have to turn some bitches upside down and shake the hell out of it.
There's a crumb tray.
Yeah, he just.
I'll have to look and see if
bring
mine
the
has
old
one.
It
crumb
probably
shells
has one.
out.
You'd never see it. And I grabbed it out of there, so I grabbed it in the slots and I put it in my hand. I was looking for a place to set it, and when I pulled my hand out, the tray came. I'm like, oh my god! And I'm like, holy shit! And then there's another one. I'm like, holy crap! So it had like all 13 years of marriage worth of crumbs in there.
Oh wow! You should have saved.
Oh, wow.
You should have bottled them, gave them to Jenna, and
Put
said
it inside like a little glass pendant.
Yeah.
as
that
a
you wear all the
necklace.
time. I love you,
Yeah.
honey.
Oh wow,
I love you, honey. All right, Dave, what you got?
Fire.
this is good.
And I don't have all the actual verbiage here. I can find it.
Fire. Do you know anyone who doesn't like fire? Anyone who is flirting with a dangerous level of fire appreciation?
Yeah, so
I'd say somebody that doesn't like fire would be someone that's been like,
Burned
yeah,
or their house burnt down as a
terribly
child?
burnt.
so my good buddy, I think I can say a name. Like my buddy C-Mac, he's a big sit around the fire guy, and he was playing in like when he was the little guy. There was a house close enough for him to walk to that was like
On fire?
no, it was like the basement of a house.
Abandoned.
Yeah, but I don't think the house was on there. It's just like a basement.
Okay.
So he was down in there playing with fire because that's what you do, and it went up and like you can see all the scars on his legs still.
Yeah, I got a buddy like that too.
But,
he fell into it. Yeah.
Yeah, somehow like
Caught the frillies on the bottom of his jeans on fire.
Oh, really?
Burn his leg up real bad.
That's a tough spot.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was an absolute fire bug.
Oh, I remember always sneaking off to start
I
fires.
caught the carpet in my upstairs room on fire.
Oh, I never did that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you dropped your cigarette at 12 on the floor.
Oh no.
You're looking at.
I had a IU trash can. I think it was an IU trash can, like a metal one that you get at the old sports store in the mall. I think I got it for a Christmas gift. I wanted a trash can, so I got one,
Yeah.
and I just decided to build a fire in it one day.
Boy.
I was an idiot.
Yeah.
Still am.
I was
some
gonna
would
say it was.
Some would say.
TikTok user 678 probably.
And
I'm all in on fires, man.
I remember being a little guy and like, did you ever have a model rocket?
Yeah.
So
What now?
The model rocket.
No.
Really?
No, I never had one.
Okay.
Wanted one, but never did. No.
Okay.
Model rocket.
Like the little engine. And
Yeah.
With the CO2 cartridge?
No.
No, it's
With
it's like
actual an engine.
Oh, no. Never.
And you had like the launch pad and the wires. You touched
and that's
the wires.
what I'm
together.
driving at. So I had got one of those for Christmas once, and then it's only got like the 4 little engines or whatever, and then by that time it's done anyway. But you still got this launcher,
Yeah.
and I remember like getting steel wool, and we just put that launcher on everything, just trying to figure out what you could do with it. And if you put it on steel wool and push that button, it gets hot enough that it catches that steel wool on fire and puts it to flaming.
Just like a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, same thing.
You put steel wool on both legs of a 9-volt battery, and it'll catch the steel wool.
Or
on
if you
fire.
put like a pencil lead across,
Yeah.
it'll get real
Anything
hot,
that
start glowing in the
conducts.
middle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
So I'd always start fires like that as a little fella,
Yeah.
just for giggles.
We never played around with it much. I just never.
Shocker.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
I mean, this is the way
If you
said
didn't know that if you touched 2 legs of a 9-volt together with steel wool, that would just only imagine. That would
never-
lead me to believe that you're not much of a firebug.
it. I just never played with it. Like,
That's fine.
well, because we were not big. Like we were not big. There was
Troublemakers?
no. There was a there was a firework incident, and so
no.
we weren't. When my mom was younger,
No.
or just being like a nurse and seeing some of those old injuries come in,
Yeah.
that kind of predisposes you to some things you don't want to see.
Yeah.
When you work the emergency room.
Yeah.
So we were never like big fireworks. So there wasn't really. And Dad was a longtime firefighter, and I don't know. We never. It just never.
I always thought Wild Bill was fireproof because he could put his cigarette out with his fingers. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive skill.
Yeah.
So you ever met anybody that was too fond of fires?
Yeah, they're called arsonists. Dave.
I know. Have you
Yeah,
ever met
me.
one?
I think I represented. No, I never. I can say that I never represented a person. Now I had some juveniles that were suspected of arson, but never anything substantiated.
I think there was a kid that broke into the art room one time at Huntingburg and tried to burn the art room.
Yeah. Well, there was a kid. Remember when we were in high school? No, you had graduated already. Kid broke into Southridge High School, before the remodel
The library?
in the library.
It was a girl.
It was a guy.
No, it was a girl.
Was it?
Yep.
That doesn't fit the profile of an arsonist.
I know. I'll tell you who it was when we're done.
But broke into the school and tried to light a bunch of books on fire. Obviously not a very good arsonist because you just stacked a bunch of books and not pulled pages and just smoldered and
You know,
smoked.
friend of the program, neighbor down the road here, built that big old house over here, total shithole down there. They have a cabin down in Kentucky, and it got broke into one time. And these old boys was going to rob them, They was going to rob them, and then they was going to burn the cabin down when they was done.
Yeah.
They lit the fire, and it was just like the cabin was like one big room, and then like two little offshoot bunk rooms, and then like a utility room that had like the bathroom and the washer and heater and shit. And then they just shut all the doors.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they started the fire in the
They catch these people?
because they found all their shit hidden underneath their trailer. Yeah, like TVs and all kind of DVD players and shit. They just moved one of the sections of underpinning in their house trailer and then jammed it all underneath there. Yeah, they was going to burn it down, but they started the fire in the middle of the room and then just shut all the doors before they left.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, idiots.
You really need a lot of oxygen there.
Yeah.
I got to meet some folks sitting around a fire one night, and it was this gal and her dad was there, and he was there with her, and he had just got out of prison for arson. And I think she helped with it, but she was underage at the time. And the look on this guy's face as he watched the fire burn,
Oh, God.
and like as he'd talk about fire,
Like erotic.
yeah, it was super creepy.
That's weird. I don't
Pitching
understand
tents,
that.
watching the old campfire.
I don't understand how people. Now we're not qualified as psychiatrists or
No, not at all.
psychologists to diagnose that, but
No.
Where does that joy come from?
It's an addiction, I'm assuming.
No, but I'm saying like the perverted, like he's looking at that fire and he's like,
I'm going to go crank
I'm gonna
one
go
out.
work one out because
Yeah.
of this flame over
It
here.
was weird, man.
Different strokes for different folks,
Hey,
man.
now the fire, when you go to throw another log on it, it'll take your thoughts sometimes. I don't know. I think of like unique traditions
New
of
York.
the big bonfires.
Oh, yeah.
Like when Texas A&M used to do theirs, or they built, until that one collapsed. But, just house fires are devastating
They're terrible, man.
when it comes to like when that
Family
happens
just
to somebody.
suffered from one this fall.
Yeah. Lucky no one was there or
Yeah.
got hurt or worse.
Now, I've been to a party before that I was instructed to attend that what I thought was going to be a traditional bonfire. But then when I arrived, they had no bonfire constructed. What they had constructed to burn was several white household bags full of trash.
That's not a very good bonfire.
Oh, it stunk like hell. Plastic,
Oh, yeah.
laundry detergent jugs,
Oh.
milk jugs. It was bad.
That's a tough spot.
And like that, they thought, yeah, we're going to have a fire. Come on out. If you guys are bored, okay. And we get out there, and it's just like a big
Trash
ass old
fire.
trash heap, and they're going to burn it down.
By the way, there's nothing more than it's a lot of pressure when you're hosting a party and it's time to get the fire going, because there's true skills in building a fire, and sometimes they can be difficult. There's a lot of pressure there, Dave.
I get it.
A lot of pressure. Now with you in the meth kettle, you just goddamn throw a Molotov cocktail out of the back door of Smoker's Lounge, make sure you hit it, and that baby will go.
I'm an Eagle Scout.
That still surprises me.
I could burn anything.
To this day, it surprises me.
Great topic, Dave.
Yeah,
I
that's just what I
love
was wondering
fire.
about.
I love it. I mean, I'm not much of a hot weather fire guy now. Like some
No.
people. Some people will throw a fire together when it's 250 degrees outside, and I'm out.
I don't
Sorry.
understand that either.
Can't do it.
Like, so there's some people who go camping when it's
Summertime.
and
And they'll start a fire.
No, when
No
I camped
idea.
in the summer, I'd always start a fire because it's part of camping. Keep the bugs away.
Nah, I don't know. I'm out. Not going to sit over there by it.
No, I'd never sit by it.
Just for the
But
smell
the kids
and the
would still
ambiance.
want the s'mores and
Oh, my God. The damn roasting stick would slip out of your hands because it's so sweaty.
yeah,
yeah.
you'd have to wear some gloves or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dave's a good dad like that, so that's always appreciated.
That's all it takes.
Hey, well, guess what, fellas?
Tell us.
We are on to what has quickly become kind of a real interactive piece for us. Now, no Dear Dutchman. We had those two, and I don't know, maybe if people felt like we gave shitty advice, but we haven't had any Dear Dutchman. But we do have some wonders from the people, also known as the People's Wonder. And so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 here on this. And since Couch Guy's here today, and he's
On the list.
not on the wonder. No,
Oh.
he didn't submit a wonder.
Oh.
I'm just saying I need a random number.
Oh, and it's
Dave usually goes
between 1 and what?
Alexa, 1 through 12.
do Siri.
Or we could just do Couch Guy. We're going to do him anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's already got his pants off, so that's weird.
Yuck.
Couch Guy's holding up 5 fingers plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Rain Man, what's that give
9.
us? Okay.
Number 9. 9.
Congratulations to Miss Lacey Windholt Volmer, who
Oh.
submitted this wondering, which I think there's actually another one, too, that was around the same vein. But Lacey was wondering why cars have to yield to merge into a roundabout, but in the town square, the car must yield to oncoming traffic. Seems very confusing.
I think she's talking about down there in Jasper.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only square we got in the county.
I'm confused on the whole rhetoric.
So if you're on a roundabout, the cars on the roundy bit have the right of way. If you're entering the roundabout, you have to wait for them to pass in your opportunity. Now, apparently at the square, if you are on the square,
You're in the
you
square.
have to yield to oncoming traffic.
Or
so-
people do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why that's the wonder. That's what it is, because people are allowing others.
I don't have a clue.
I don't stop. Now, maybe I'm supposed to, but I definitely treat the square about as I do a
roundabout. That makes sense. Dave, because you're the guy that doesn't like people going around in the right turn
lane.
Hey,
So it
it's
makes
fine.
sense.
It's fine.
But I
You
know,
guys
I
do
think
whatever makes you happy.
But I think there was some that pointed out the square in Jasper versus roundabouts and why that happens.
So when you're coming down the hill on 231 and you don't turn left to go to Walmart, you go straight onto the square.
yeah.
And I'm coming on straight. And I'm going to go around the right to the right towards the Astra.
Yes.
And then I'm going to hook her left. I'm going to hook her on around to Siebert's.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is coming from the post office and they're trying to enter the square, I have to yield to let them into the square.
That's what happens there.
Well,
'cause
that's
that-
dumber than hell.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't do that.
I don't know.
That might be why people get so angry with me, because I treat it like a roundabout. If I'm there, I got.
Is
the
there
right of way.
signage there that says that?
I don't know. Who's got time to read signs? It's
I'm
a
sure.
roundabout.
Attaboy. But I treat roundabouts as in you get in there, you get going, and you hustle through there.
It's like a revolving door.
Yeah.
Well, and you
Get
got to
in.
watch it, because we went down a few years ago to. Why can I never think of the name? Right across the river from Cincinnati, they got the aquarium there.
Newport.
Newport on the levee.
Newport, Kentucky.
And they had a roundabout there. And somebody, I think, was just new to roundabouts and tried to stop to let a car in,
Oh no.
Nope.
but it just clogged the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that one got
It's like
half
the
in,
revolving door, man.
Yeah, it
You
was just
can't
a shit
stop
show.
in there.
Here's a real thought for you. Here's a real wonder.
Especially put your foot down when there's a lot of momentum going.
Yeah.
That glass will vaporize,
Yeah.
and then you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
$1,100
Yeah. Here's the real question.
just for one paint.
What if I think what causes some people confusion is we're taught if somebody's on your right, they have the right of way. And so I think where some people get screwed up, there's this car coming on, especially Square and Jasper. It's always on the right. So maybe if
That's
we did
only if you both stop at the
Actually,
same
it's
time.
not on your right. If you're in the square in Jasper,
It's always on your
it's always on your right.
yeah, the people entering are.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
But that's what I wonder if some people just in their brains are like, oh, right of way, that's what that means. And they just allow it to happen. That's my thought on it. So if we went around the square to the left, maybe people wouldn't do that.
Now, are there stop signs?
On the square in Jasper?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's just
Just
I think
yield
it has
signs.
like the lines are painted like. Yeah,
But
there
I
may
think
be
it does
some-
say yield. I think that's a yield
Yeah,
sign.
I think it says yield,
which
on
means
it.
traffic needs to keep on going.
Yeah.
Because right here, it's funny, a lot of times down here at the old
I'm
Holland
waiting.
Junction
I'll get a new vehicle out of that one
on 161 and 64, there's some people that don't.
and they get so pissed when I just come on through and they're like, oh, and I'm like the triangle.
Yeah.
Yield.
Yeah. And I do the same thing. I pump her hot through there,
Pumper hot.
as in we might almost turn
As long
her
as
sideways.
as long as the kids aren't
Swap
in the
colors.
vehicle.
And it
Man,
depends
we're
on
going
what the
for it.
vehicle on the other side is. If it's worse than what I'm driving, yeah, hey, I'll
Probably.
I always do it when it's something
uh,
like dump
Probably
trucks,
limited
semis.
liability.
Oh yeah,
Like that's the ones I'm hoping.
Some sort of
Deep
CDL
pockets.
driver.
deep pockets there. You're gonna hire Daryl, the Hammer
Hammer.
Isaacs. Do you watch his TikToks?
No.
That
I
poor,
have.
he's had some neck fusions, I think, because he does not. His mobility is tough. That's a tough spot.
He's probably stacked. His traps are so big he can't move.
From swinging that hammer.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Hey, Lacey, thanks for the wander.
Yeah, good.
We appreciate it. I think we solved it because it's all on the right. If we did everything going to the left, maybe that would change some ideas. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. It's always a possibility.
Oh yeah.
So here we go, fellas. Here we go. It is time for everybody's favorite segment.
Here we go.
Welcome to Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week for the fellas, sponsored by our friends at Merkley and Sons. The ultimate smoke, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. When we did the now famously lost interview with the Merkley boys, one of the questions that was asked was what their thoughts were about Merkley meats being on the table for someone's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's dinner year after year. It isn't lost on those Merkley boys that their quality meats are part of a lot of family traditions. If Merkley and Sons isn't on your holiday prep list, they should be. They offer a wide variety of quality meat cuts and products, no matter what you have for your holiday dinner. Start new or continue the tradition of stopping by Merkley and Sons today and load up for your holiday dinner.
All right.
The Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts question of the week for the fellas comes from Mr. Chris. Some of us would know him as Spike Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Spike.
Yeah. Spike here sent in some questions. Question number 1. What is your favorite restaurant to eat at and your favorite dish there?
Gosh, dang it. I'll just go with lately.
Sure.
Schnitz salad bar.
Gaslight Johnny Dart sandwich.
Ooh, yeah. I'm going to go Mama T's Italian Steakhouse. Mm-hmm. And I love getting a steak from up there.
King cut ribeye.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What's your go-to meal to make at home for the family? What would the meal be if you only needed to make it for yourself? So what's your go-to meal at home? If you're by yourself, what are you going with?
$1 million spaghetti for the fam. And if it's just me eating, I'm probably going to do Garlic parm nugs and a salad.
Probably burgers and tots or something, or fries for the family. And I really just kind of snack if nobody's home. I won't make a mess of dishes normally just for myself.
Go-to meal in our household.
Wendy's?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No.
Oh.
Spaghetti
Yeah.
or tacos for the family.
Yeah.
And again, like you guys, if it's just me, there's a likelihood that it's nothing.
Shredded cheese nachos.
That's a good possibility.
That's
Whatever I can
roll-ups.
scavenge throughout the whatever. I like taking some old tots. I'll warm them up. Little cheese, little bacon bits, throw a little sour cream on them.
Lots of tots.
Oh, I love
Shout out
tots.
Hooters.
Love them.
Couch Guy Jr.
Is there a food that makes you instantly salivate like a dog when it's on your plate?
Hot wings.
And Spikes, any type of food with hot sauce does it for me.
Yeah. Frank's hot sauce.
Put that
Hot
shit
wings.
on everything.
Yeah.
Man, I love a good steak, but I don't ever know if it's a good steak till I bite into it.
Yeah.
But that'd probably be it.
I'm going to go in the same vein where you're at there, but I've been fortunate enough to eat at some nice steakhouses. And when those babies come out on the plate and you look at that, and that baby just looks perfect laying there, yeah, I begin to salivate. That's for me. It does.
Humble brag.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I get it. No, you're 100. That's awesome.
Hey, white collar lifestyle.
Amen, brother.
Is there a restaurant that has closed since your childhood that you would want to bring back?
Lynn's Pizza, Holland, Indiana.
Racks.
Ponderosa Steakhouse.
Yeah, dog.
Last one here from Spike. Being that you're all fathers, what is your favorite show or movie that your kids watched or used to watch? Meaning you would sit down and watch it with them and not get completely annoyed by it.
Sandlot.
Bluey.
Oh, favorite show or movie. I'm not going to lie.
You watch Bluey?
Oh, yeah.
Are the two dogs females? Or
Yeah,
Bluey?
they're both girls.
Okay, I did not realize that. We're not Bluey people. I will say that Paw Patrol, I can sit down and watch Paw Patrol. And I
You know
and
the
I like
song?
the new Rebel.
Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, I'll be there on the double. Paw Patrol, we're looking for the trouble. That's not it.
No,
That's not the second verse.
whatever it is.
Close,
But Paw
close.
Patrol, because we've seen both movies.
Oh.
We're big Rebel and Crew fans.
Yeah, dog.
Like we are.
Rebel on the double.
Paw Patrol, we can
Chase is on the case.
see now. Ryan's kind of into Blaze and the Monster Machine, and I can't handle Blaze very well.
Why?
It just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bad storytelling. Blaze
We
is
used to
better.
watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be about the toaster strudel.
Give you a
though.
purple nurple.
Yeah. So thank you, Spike Kramer, for the questions. We appreciate it, and as always, we appreciate the Merkley boys. Which, speaking of Merkleys, we deep fried turkeys for Thanksgiving, and I dropped one of them beautiful Franks in that hot oil, and we deep fried some dogs,
Really?
and it was the best way to freaking eat them.
What?
I texted him. I was like, "Hey, has anybody ever said that they've deep fried one of your Franks or Snap Dogs?" Of course, he hasn't responded back, which doesn't help the theory that my dad believes the Merkley boys are made up. But, anyways,
You got a
we
history of making up friends.
goes back to that schizophrenia, Dave, that we talked about earlier when we were talking to ourselves. So there it is. Now, don't be sad that it's over. Be glad it happened, and a big thank you to our sponsors of the Last Pass.
The Last Pass is proudly brought to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. Listen, our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power sell a lot of things. They sell some things that make great gifts under the tree, and they sell some things that make great gifts out in the garage or the barn. Whatever that you are in the market for, new or used, Hopf has got you covered. Have you been wanting a new Polaris side-by-side for a while? Don't ask Santa. Call Jared over at Hopf. Thinking about a Kubota tractor to ease with the grass mowing or other chores around the property? Don't ask Santa. Call Paul. Needing a new Land Pride implement for your Kubota tractor? Once again, don't ask Santa. Call Nick. Brad and the fellas are ready to help you guys today. Oh, and another thing. 0% for 84 months on select Kubota models through the end of this year is back.
There we go.
Hey, thanks to our buddies over at Hopf Outdoor Power.
Get over there and see the sales crew. They've got the 0% financing for 84 months.
That's
back
wild.
on Kubotas.
That's wild.
In this economy, free money.
Same as cash.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, big fella. Last pass. What you got?
Well, peace, love, and positivity. Merry effing Christmas. And for those that ordered from the swag store, appreciate you. Hope you like it. But pretty low key. Got a birthday coming up.
Is that why you're in the funk?
Why?
I think it's the weather. Goes back to your first topic about getting. I think it's the weather, Dave, and I think it's his birthday coming up.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks, bud. Glad we could communicate.
My brother's here in the lounge tonight.
Yeah.
Couch guy Junior, Cody, he's here. Pulled a slip. Absolutely shocked everybody by coming home for Thanksgiving. Told everybody he wasn't, and then ta-da, here he is. Mom was super thrilled. It was pretty cool. He pulled a fast one.
Here's the question: was there enough food made to bring the +1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tons. Lots of food. No fear there ever. But other than that, I'm ready to continue this week. We got one more weekend of firearm season, and then it'll go out for a few days, and then muzzleloader will come in, and then it'll go back into late archery to finish up, and then there's some reduction seasons and stuff like that. But there's deer still hitting the ground. Really, really, really good buck hit the ground last weekend. Buddy of mine, neighbor Phil, he shot a absolute beautiful, beautiful buck in the woods. But he shot a wonderful,
like here locally.
Yeah, about right in here, front left shoulder, I guess it was, with a 270. Blew that bastard apart.
That's ridiculous.
Beautiful buck, man. Perfect symmetry. Scored 158 and some change. It was an awesome experience.
Getting ready to be a resident of Chattanooga.
Yeah, loved it. Awesome. Good for him. But other than that, try to get my kids a deer. Super stoked that my brother came. And I guess it's time to start Christmas shopping. So,
Yeah. Smoke Dragon.
Well, yeah, no. Thanks for everybody who hopped on the swag store there. To Mace's point. Other than that, I'm had about 21 and a half hours on this day, and I've had about enough, and work's coming up tomorrow, and I just can't think anything real profound. Just, keep on keeping on.
Merry Christmas.
Keep on keeping on.
What you got, bud?
Well, one more chance to play golf here coming up at the old Frosty Balls, so it'll be interesting. Hopefully the weather holds out. It'll be pretty nice. Other than that, we were talking before the show, and we've got a lot of cool shit in the works. I know we've teased that before, but we've got some things that we're excited about, some new partners coming on board. We were talking about our YouTube and our Facebook and our social media stuff, and it's growing like wildfire. And I think it's a testament to the work we put into it, and it's also a testament to keep putting out content on a routine and regular basis on these platforms, and it works out. So we appreciate all you. Obviously, we enjoyed the live audience last week. Good to have Couch Guy back. There were some questions about how you get to become Couch Guy, and I think you just have to be Big Mace's best friend.
Well, that and you got to go through. It's a vetting process.
It is a vetting process.
Yeah.
So other than that, just grateful for this ride we're on, and we appreciate this growing support, and we'll always be three dummies from right here in Holland, Indiana. And with that, Dutchman out.